more bad government in Nigeria. Nigeria what? The only media that have been consistent speaking against the bad government and for the purpose for reformers. Nigeria what, yo? No more bad government. Nigeria what? No more bad government. Nigeria what? No more bad government. The only media that have been speaking. No more bad government. The voice of the voiceless. No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. For the poor. No more bad government. Nigeria what? No more bad government. Nigeria what media. No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. In Nigeria. No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. The only media. No more bad government. The number one media in Nigeria. No more bad government. That have been speaking against government. No more bad government. Nigeria what? No more bad government. Nigeria what, yo? The voice of the voiceless. The voice of the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Nigeria what? Voice for the voiceless. Nigeria watch media. The only media that have been speaking against bad government. Being consistency since 19 Borogodo. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless.
The department or squad were sent to Owa Nire. Owa Nire is a very big community, Yoruba community in Kwara State. And during the 2023 presidential election, before that, this community was hosting the All Progressive Congress campaigns, you know, the governor, the local government chairman, people came there, they campaigned, they made them promises, right? So they did all sort of things. But this is after 3 years or getting to 4 years now, you can see that the community is deserted, you know, a lot of infrastructures in this community, both, telecommunication investment in this community. This community is not just a village, it's a developing community. So people ran away because of the issue of Islamization. People ran away because they don't want to be killed. People ran away because they don't want to, die like what they are seeing. The terrorists threatened them to live there. Like, this is unacceptable. The policemen they sent there, they were shocked to see that there is no single soul in this community. This is how so many communities are going to become if we do not take this responsibility of defending our community. People think that it is enough to only come to social media to talk, to criticize people, to fight for politicians, to come and criticize opposition parties, to come and say this and say that. But the reality will hit you up. Just pay attention. Look at what these policemen are saying here.
Kwara State. See where we do. Nobody did in this town again. The people of this town, all of them, they have run away. The kidnapper don't pursue them from this village. So, but I'm doing video. Can you go shine up? This is my first time to my kidnapper pursue your crown. Is anybody to want to know? Loot it down. Somebody to want to know. They say, oh, wow, Nire, Kwara State. But
wait, for next election, all these people will run come up for this village. So if they tell them they vote for Tinubu APC, you think they'll still vote for them? Or you think they might still embrace tribalism? It's not a joke. Sorry, I'm laughing, but it's also funny. Yeah, it's funny. This is enough for people to take drastic decision over APC Tinubu satanic government. Look, everywhere is deserted. In Yoruba land, now be this so. Okay, might say some Yoruba land. Some Yoruba land. They say, man, they talking like that. You can see what is happening here, my people. This is unacceptable.
Gbogbo ìlú ti jáde tán o. Ìlú ti jáde o, ìlú wọn ti tú jáde lọ. Nobody dey again. Àfi ewúrẹ́. Ewúrẹ́ nìkan ló wà o. Ewúrẹ́. Kò sẹ́nibọ́dì tó wà lù mọ́ o. Àfàwà ọlọ́pàá làwa take over ń bí wa. Sorry. Nobody dey for town again o. Okay, ọwọ́ onírè. Àbí? Àti ọwọ́ onírè. Ọwọ́ onírè. Màá fẹ́ fi Bídèmí ṣe yẹ̀yẹ́. Ọwọ́ onírè o. Ọlọ́pàá làwa take over ń bí. Ọwọ́ onírè. Kwara State. Nobody dey in the town again o. Oh, this is Owo Onire Palace. Owo Palace Owo Onire o. Owo Onire.
Even Owo Onire Palace, the Oba we did that don't run. It don't run. What are you saying? Oriyomi, he said I should say, Mr. Of, it is not a Yoruba land, though. It is a Nigeria land. My brother, this journey here, this is enough to tell Tinubu and his satanic government to get out. Just imagine.
Was anybody to want to?
God. This is unacceptable.
Ọlọ́pàá ní kan ló wá síbí o. Bí la patrol wá sí o. Ọwọ́ Onire.
Ọwọ́ Onire.
Kwara State.
Ọwọ́ Onire. Wow. Ew.
Aguda. Okay, you dey snap. Solution.
No, wait, my people. Whoever thought this can ever happen?
Nobody dey town again.
Nobody dey, my brother.
Me, Glory, this is my first time.
Ọwọ́ Onire.
Ọwọ́ Onire.
Ọwọ́ Onire, don't run. Ew.
Hey.
Is this a country? We are finishing this country.
Now, apart from this issue, one of the most challenging facts that you cannot dispute now is that most Yoruba leaders, they masterminded this importation of terrorists, that is, chasing their people away. Kawu Baraje is from Kwara State. He's one of the people who boasted of importing these terrorists to remove Jonathan when the coalition of Buhari and Tinubu are trying to come to power. Now, Tinubu is the commander-in-chief, the head, the president. But Tinubu has taken his ways. This is the way Tinubu has taken. The news is everywhere. Tinubu is tending the Plateau state government. In part of the peace effort to making sure that Plateau state will be at peace, you need to include the Fulani people in your cabinet. Include the Fulani people in your cabinet. This is what Tinubu is tending, Plateau state government, that they should include the Fulani people in their cabinet. Someone will not be surprised because of this, because it reveals the plan. Every plan they got, conquer. Now, one will say that what I'm saying is against Fulani tribe. Well, it's not against Fulani tribe. If Nigeria is a sane country, no Fulani man should be holding security position now. No Fulani man should be holding security position. This has nothing to do with tribe. How many times have you seen Ribadu coming out to condemn his Swiss or his fellow Fulani people who have been killing Nigerians? How many times have you seen these people condemning all this insecurity? They don't. What we see is allegation of them paying them. Allegation of them paying.
So I believe that if there's anybody who has earned the right to complain about this government, it is me. Because when they do good, I give them kudos for it. I want you to watch this video. An entire town is lying desolate because of insecurity. Yes, with the economic policies, it might seem harsh, but I think the government knows what they're doing with the economy. The subsidy removal in the fuel sector, the floating of the naira, all these things are things our grandchildren would benefit from. But when it comes to insecurity, I will score this government very low, probably worse than any other government prior to it coming into power. And I'm not saying this because I'm one of those mindless critics that jumps on the government at every opportunity. I'm saying this because the people in power and the people on the streets know that what I'm saying is the 100% truth. Watch the video.
See where we do. Nobody did this town again.
Owanire. For this country.
Watch the video.
The people of this town, all of them, they have run away.
Wow.
Kidnapper don't pursue them from this village.
2026. Nigeria.
But I'm doing video. This is my first time to my kidnapper.
Oh, wow.
Somebody to one lumo. Somebody to one lumo.
This is shocking. This is very, very shocking. But I'd like us to listen to what Very Dark Man have to say.
Yawwa, kuna ji, ko mutane ina ne? Wanda aka kamo ina? Wani rana? Rana Ista ko? Har yanzu kuna nan kenan. To an ce an bada biliyon 1 da Honda 30 an sake ku. Haka ne?
Duk wanda ya faɗa ka yi ƙarya ne.
Ƙarya ne ko?
Muna na daji muna shan wahala. Ga kuma mutuwa.
Wasu suna mutuwa ko? A takaice dai ƙarya ne, abinda aka rubuta aka ce an ba da biliyon 1 da mashin 30 an sake ku ƙarya ne.
Ƙarya ne wannan.
Da wani magana za ka cire masu?
To abin da zan cire masu shine kamar haka. Gaskiya gwamnati namu wanda suna kasa yanzu su dana yi mana ƙarya tunda muna daji muna shan wahala mun san abin da muke fuskanta ga mutuwa ga yunwa sai a ce wai a yi ƙarya ran da aka kama mu an ce an yi ƙarya an bi an sake mu an karbe mu an kwashe mu a hannun barayi gashi kuma muna daji har yanzu muka zo na a daji ga ruwa ga yunwa ga rana kuma gaskiya gwamnati su dana mana wannan irin ƙaryar nan muna wata 2 yanzu muna shiga na 3 kenan.
Alright, so this video was uploaded on this TikTok page, Oga Jum KTB3 on TikTok, which I believe that the kidnappers are the ones that created this page, because all the videos there are about these kidnapped victims, these people that were kidnapped on the 5th of April 2026. So they've been in the custody of the kidnappers for over 2 months now. So what are they saying in the video? The kidnappers are angry. So they are saying that as at the time where they kidnapped these people, about almost 3 months ago, that's at the time where they kidnapped them, the Nigerian
Nigerian government claimed that they had paid 1 billion naira and 35 Honda motorcycle, but apparently the Nigerian government lied. So the kidnappers were asking the people, that is it true that they paid this money? So the people said no, they did not pay the money. So the kidnappers told them, man, that send the message to your government. So those people said, government, why are you lying? You didn't pay this money, right? Please come and rescue us. We are starving, we are hungry, people are dying here. Please come and help us, you know. So the first time that they posted this, it's still on the page. If you notice, the man that spoke, his hair was still very, very low. It was on a low cut, so his hair had grown. So obviously, he has been in the custody of these kidnappers for that long. And guess what? A lot of people actually forgot about these people. I'm not even sure that the Kaduna State government are still even thinking about these ones anymore. They've let them go. They don't forget, say all these ones still they exist. That's just the truth. You understand? That's just the truth. Now, this brings us to what I've been saying. I say government needs to act heartless. Government needs to act heartless. There will be collateral damage. But until the government are ready to go into these bushes and make sure that they give these people a run for their lives, regardless of the hostages that they have, these people would not stop. Now, Nigerians, we have to put insecurity at the utmost top of our list, because very, very soon, I will keep bringing this thing in your ears, very, very soon we will not have a country anymore. Now, they are going to neighboring villages. They are going to villages that are close to the bush, that are outskirts of town, to kidnap people. They are kidnapping people in dozens, 100, 50, 300, 400, 150, 200. They are kidnapping people in dozens, you know, every day by day. Very, 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 very soon, they'll start coming into the city. Very, very soon, they'll start coming into the city. Very, very soon, they'll start knocking on people's door. They will come in large numbers. They'll come in like numbers of 200 holding guns, because they have the numbers of mercenaries. They have a lot of members. Very soon, they'll start walking door to door. Very soon. Put security at the top of your list in this country. We are going. Nigeria is slowly slipping off our fingers. Very soon, this place will no longer be called home, because the terrorists would have taken over. The kidnappers would have taken over. The bandits would have taken over. The government needs to act. Don't tell me that you are hesitating because you want to protect their lives, or you want them to come back uninjured or unharmed. You heard them. They said some people are already dying there. Some people are already dying. Look at those people. Those are old people. Those are old people that should be at home enjoying their old age, where their grandchildren will be bringing food to them, or their children, as the case may be. These are people that are supposed to be watering.
Sure, no, when we went to protest in Oyo State, we were attacked by armed thugs. They were shooting guns at us, throwing bottles. They had cutlasses. We didn't have any weapons, so while we were trying to chat back at them, because of course we're not going to run away from people like that. So there was a shop close by, you know, I picked a digger, some persons took cutlass and everything. So we just paid for all those things, right? But I want to go further to actually put this message out there. Now, when we did the protest in Abuja the first night, we went to the military, to the Air Force base, you know. We said our problem. We said the problem that's affecting Nigeria with the insecurity, you know, told them to take it to their bosses. The next day, we went to the Ministry of Defense. And then the next day, we moved around Abuja peacefully. There was no looting anywhere. We didn't spoil properties. We didn't break down law and order. Very, very peaceful protest. We thought that was what was going to happen in Oyo State. But unfortunately, after we left the governor's house, we were attacked. That being said, please, let me tell you people this thing for free. Anywhere we go to protest, they can send you come. We go kill you. Fact. I don't care what will happen next. It's self-defense. Anywhere where you see say we march, so that government go hear us, may they hear the pain what would they go through for Nigeria.
They can't send you as dog. Say, make you come. We go kill you. I swear to God. Do you understand? Because make I no lie for you. No be only government be the problem. Some of now we need to kill. That's just the truth. Because for you to let all these politicians, they use you, you deserve to die. And because of community guidelines, make me they talk and I won't talk and raw, but community guidelines, really matters. A lot of them need to buy in Nigeria better. And we will send you to your early grave. And I'll tell you this for free. If you like, bring gun. Bring anything where you won't bring. You just take one person. And those people for your state will not get locked. To be very honest, you are very, very lucky. You were very, very lucky. To say we owe one person that day, that digger where the man on God. Now your head is self-defense. You came at me with a gun, with a knife. Because how will it make sense? If we go court, you were using a gun. How did somebody with a digger overpower you? Now you are in court, no. Now I'm going to talk for cover. By that time, R.I.P. Adieu, brother. 100% will send you to your early grave. No stories. So I'll just tell you for free. Our problem is bad governance. Our problem are the politicians that are not responsible enough to take care of the people, to secure the lives and property of the people that voted them into office. So if people are doing your politics, be careful. I just say make I warn you now. You understand? So that tomorrow if it happen, the lawyers then they ground. We do our protest peacefully. And another reason again why I told them that come, this Tinubu must go. Not leave them. Bandits, terrorists, and kidnappers, that's what I want to hear. Because even the first day, the Tinubu must go, come start to the water, you can't press down the message where we won't preach, which is bandits, terrorists, and kidnappers. And not come to hear those ones again. It can't be as if the children, bring back our children where they shout. You know, come the day again. Politics won't come they enter. Now why I see me there stop? Without. We don't respond. So our movement, we don't use it, we don't politicize it. Tinubu is a failure 100%. You have the right to vote. It's your voter's card that is going to get him out of office. Do you understand? He's a failure. I don't think any, for me, if you give me an opportunity, you understand? I'll say he hasn't done anything because, you see, the truth is this, right? No matter what you want to do in a country, if your country is not secured, then you have failed. I was telling somebody something. I said, it will make sense. If APC, Tinubu, PDP, LP, anybody comes into office tomorrow, right? And you want to steal the country's wealth, there's no problem. Steal it. But you cannot be stealing the country's wealth and people are dying. Because if you are stealing the country's wealth, a lot of people can still create an avenue where they can make money for themselves and their family, like being a farmer, you know, like being an importer, exporter, like traveling, you know, like doing transport business. But in a situation where there's no security, people can't do all those things. So that's why I say President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the biggest failure in presidency in Nigeria, 100%. But that being said, end banditry, end kidnapping, end terrorism, and bring back our children. And as for the dogs, I'll tell you this for free. See, for many days now, I never sleep. Now they stagger. Now mine no good this period. I don't want to see what will make me want to run mad. It's just an advice. Don't come for us. We are trying to make Nigeria a great country and nothing more. We are not politicians. We are not political movements. We are the movement of real change in Nigeria. If they send you and you come again, you go learn new thing. And you go learn the RIP way. Don't play.
That was a wonderful speech from Very Dark Man. You can see that the boldness is coming out from many Nigerians now. Somebody have to take the lead. Yes, somebody have to take the lead. Nothing is happening, like nothing is working in Nigeria, my people. Let's be honest to ourselves. And it's shocking to see that some youth will still allow themselves to be paid, you know, to attack a genuine movement. a movement that is speaking for you, a voice that is echoing your pains out there to the world, then you are allowed to be paid to disrupt that movement. That's shocking. I applaud the braveness of my brother, very dark man. I applaud him, and I want many Nigerians to embrace this. It's a self-defense. Simple. It's a self-defense. If not because, say, the military that day, they want very dark man say, make it not add Tinubu must go anymore. That's how it started. Tinubu must go. Tinubu must go. Watch the video. When he immediately he came down from airport, Tinubu must go. That's what he was saying. The military came in that if he dare use the word again, Tinubu must go, then he will be charged for what's it? There's this thing they said he will be charged for. I forgot. These people trying to remove president from power. What's that thing they normally charge them for? My people never really. No, no insurrection.
Treasonable offense.
Treason. Yes. Thank you very much. You know, they said they will charge him for treason. You know, that's why he stopped now. He still allow his people to say it, but he himself is not saying it. Because obviously, if he continue now to please you as Nigerians now, they really carry on tomorrow charge him for treason. Now, some of them will still come here tomorrow to talk, say he's a nobody. As soon as they say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a nobody today. Because many of you, when I don't forget Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, when he was talking, and I said that nobody. Everything we talk, nobody take him serious. But today, both the satanic people that did not agree, everybody is beginning to see that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was saying the facts. Everything is said. Now will they pass through today? So very dark man need to tread with caution. You know, he cannot just, if they want, because they warned him. That was last week. They warned him that don't use that word Tinubu must go. You know, if a newspaper carried it, and they also generalized it, anybody at all that still went on to use that word Tinubu must go will be removed, will be charged for treason. When I don't see the country where we did, that we're in trouble. We're in trouble. But at least his speech today, I think that makes a lot of sense. Telling you that if you come for them again, they are protesting in any state, 36 states of the Federation. See, they go buy you. It's a self-defense.
For you to survive, they have to be demolished. If you do not demolish them, your lives will end very, very miserably. I assure you. Fulani can control you however they like. Once they announce it, Yoruba newspapers very foolishly and stupidly will support them because they want Tinubu as the president. And you are all dying every blessed day. You are all dying every day. Had you people risen up to say that what is happening in Nigeria is bad, there is no way that Fashoranti's daughter will not be alive today. That is the price you pay for duplicity. That is the price you pay for treachery. That is the price you will continue to pay until you rise up and say, enough is enough. It is up to you to do it. You did it during NSAS. You can do it again. Can you imagine Fulani people telling you, if you remove Fulanis from Yoruba forest, imagine Fulani telling you, if you remove them from your ancestral lands, there will be war, and you are panicking. And you have not asked yourself, why are they not saying the same thing about the East? Every Yoruba person supporting Fulani, you are setting up yourself to become like the Hausa people. Remember when Hausa was supporting Fulani? We are Hausa Fulani, we are Hausa Fulani. Where are the Hausa people today? I ask you. Fulani have completely overwhelmed them. It's called emasculation. Completely emasculated them. The same thing is going to happen to you. Traitors, saboteurs in your midst, they will promise them heaven and earth. They will give them anything they ask for in order to ensure that they get into you, they subjugate you. Now they have left the Lauren, having taken a Lauren and taken it to Sokoto. They now want to come into Oyo. They want to come into Ondo. Once they take over all those places, it's over for the Yorubaris. Over for you. By the time the Fulanis are done with you, believe you me, if you don't rise up now to fight for your freedom, by the time Fulanis are done with you, you'll be more useless than a Hausa peasant doing Babi Yala.
Yes.
Somewhere in Zaria. That is the future that awaits you. Now, our people must understand this very clearly, especially my Yoruba brothers and sisters. It is about time.
If you were commander-in-chief, what will you do with our kids being in the bush?
I fought criminality in Anambra State. Go and ask people. Head on. It's one government. It's either I'm in charge or they're in charge. One person must be in charge.
That's it. One person must be in charge.
That's what I
Are you saying that the current government is in charge?
I said one person must be in charge. We declare war.
That's it.
If you are ready to leave, you must be ready to die.
Bam.
You're not ready to die, go home.
Are you ready to die for Nigeria?
Yes.
Oh! God, I beg. God, I beg. God, I beg. I'm just waking up from sleep. This is the first clip on my screen. I don't know when I say shout, God, I beg. Jesus Christ. That's it. You declare war. We are in war. Even in war, people don't die like this. Yes, so in some war, people never died when Nigerians don't die. You declare war. That's why they wonder. People ask me, what do you think Tinubu can do?
Bola Ahmed Tinubu enter office, a democratically elected president. He win for election, he win for court. He can't eat the ground.
When I listen to this hungry lion, when I listen to him
running, what will be the first thing he do? He remove fuel subsidy. The money he not keep am for us. May we share Tinubu shop. Rather, he distribute am to the 36 states. Then he can make sure say the 774 local governments they get autonomy. So make governance they touch the grassroots. Key. He can come up for there. He can say this foreign exchange market. Few persons not go feed a control dollar. Before you go sleep, they say dollar don't go up. Before you go peace, they say dollar don't go up. You never go do the pounds don't go up. Person going to go school or wait up price market finish. Before you reach market, they'll say dollar don't go up. One few persons now they determine the price of dollar and pounds, as in they destabilize the country. But right now, this foreign exchange market don't they stable in the last 3 years. Somebody shout glory. Now, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu can reform our tax law. He can't let everybody know, say, the rich go feed the poor. If you get 1 million naira for account, you not be poor person. Let's be honest with ourselves. If you feel say 1 million as small money, send and give me first, make you see my reaction. Send and give person where you feel say needs that money, make you see. 1 million naira, if you enter your account, they cure fever. Oh. Now, if you get 1 million naira for your account, are you not supposed to pay tax to the government for them to give us good infrastructure projects? This administration, they did over 20 federal roads, highway, now they did, as in simultaneously, there is no state in Nigeria as we speak, where not the few federal government presence, even for Southeast safe. When they talk about insecurity, when they talk about sit at home, the insecurity where they start is never reduced for everybody. People they talk about kidnapping and all of that. I sympathize with those that will be victim of kidnapping and all of that. But at the same time, the president they do it best. He don't even collaborate with America. They don't even take down the number 2 man for ISIS. ISIS not be normal only for area. ISIS na terrorist group where they work with satellites. They sponsor terrorists for different countries. The number 2 man did this country we not know. Tinubu don't take am down with the collaboration of United States of America, which Nigeria government don't collaborate with America before to fight insurgency. The same Tinubu now, the administration don't say, okay, let's reform our police by bringing state police. If we get state police now, you will come for your area, guide your area, just like the way LAPD, NYPD, and all of that day. Somebody not go fit call for north because he won't go guide you or protect your life and property for south because he don't understand the terrain of your environment. And if we even get state police now, we will recruit more people to fight banditry and kidnapping. But many of them are not the same in that light. What will be the cause of this insecurity? Is not Tinubu's made. Not be God making security. Now man make insecurity. The people now with Tinubu don't they deprive now, made another shop subsidy. Those people now, you're not sure say that they are among the people where they cause this insecurity. The people with Tinubu don't tight, made another shop Nigeria mineral resources again like gold, lithium, rare earths. Where normally people from the northern part of Nigeria, they collect all these mineral resources. They're not the remit to Nigeria. But for South, if we give our oil to federal government will give us 13%. As in, just let the team make sense to me. But Tinubu don't make sure now say, we go to generate a lot of money, it go to go through single treasury, and now we go to get more projects. And not just projects now, quality projects. Before our Governor Sheriff Francis Oboro, where he called the open mouth, they tell you, say Tinubu na a project. Una get sense with Sheriff. Why? Because Sheriff now don't they see more money, more than any governor for Delta State. And go and look at the projects Governor Sheriff is doing today. You will see they are quality projects. Tell me why, if you see 4 odd for Tinubu now, you not go vote for her for next election. Tinubu na 4 odd. Don't sleep on it. Then when he got talk to light, because the same enough now they talk about light. Now we don't get state law where every state fee generate light. They fee distribute light. Alesoti Duam 24 hours for Abia State. If Alesoti we Duam will be governor, the rest governors not fit Duam. Abi Alesoti get to head. Other governors are doing it right now. So when they talk about light, states don't get the power because they have more money, they have the resources to actually generate and distribute 24 hours light for their citizens. So it is not Tinubu's problem. Now the bottleneck, the policies there, now Tinubu they make sure say they adjust them. Okay, I use this mineral resources now. South they generate their own mineral resources that they give government. Not that they generate their own mineral resources, they not they give government. Who made that law? Who made those policies? Tinubu came to adjust those things, and some people are not happy with it. That's why they are using insecurity to destroy this administration. For una we be critics. Nobody they shut una out. Criticism na part of governance. But make una understand and know the difference between constructive criticism and sharing misinformation. Misinformation where you they share fit cause panic, fit cause hate, fit cause instability for the society. And those of una where they support government, people like me, when people criticize us or criticize the government, it is not in our place to shut the people out. Una where they support government too. If they criticize government, not be una work to tell the people when they shut up. Your work now to listen and to provide answers. It is the gospel truth. So governors where they work, God go bless una.
So is it possible that somebody can be so shameless just because of what they pay you to come on air to deceive, to try to deceive 230 million Nigerians, both home and in diaspora? How do people do this? It's a question that I ask all the time. That because normally a human being should have some level of shame. How? Does it mean immediately they receive their wages, they just pay them? This guy just come on air, they say whatever they want to say, they are not interested. How you feel? Wow. Let's move on.
You see, I am hearing that 210 trillion naira is missing from NMPs.
What?
And everywhere is quiet.
Hell.
You know that since we went cashless, nobody carries money around. Money has turned to numbers and figures on the screen. Sometimes we no longer comprehend how big some of these figures are.
You don't know.
So let me break it down for you. You need 1,000 naira in 1,000 places to get 1 million naira. Then you need 1 million naira in 1,000 places to get 1 billion naira. You will now need 1 billion naira in another 1,000 places to get 1 trillion naira. And 210 trillion naira is allegedly missing from NNPC. Just one sector of the Nigerian public service.
Yeah, maybe one.
Now, for context, Nigeria is a country of approximately 230 million people. If you distribute 210 trillion naira for 230 million people, everybody is going to get 3 million naira each. That is how humongous this money is.
With the big eye.
The total debt we have as a country, the whole money we are owing as a country, is not up to 100 trillion naira. So this money can pay our external and internal debts, and we are still going to have more than 110 trillion naira left. Now, if you convert this money to dollars using today's exchange rate, we are looking at $150 billion.
Hell.
But mind you, when this money was misappropriated was between 2017 and 2023 under the administration of the late Buhari. And Naira was much more stronger compared to the dollar then. So if you use the then exchange rate, we are looking at around $400 to $450 billion missing.
God have mercy upon us.
Now, our budget for 2026 as a country is around $48 billion, which means this money can fund Nigeria for the next 8 years.
Really?
If we don't produce oil again, we don't collect taxes, we don't collect any debt, no internally generated revenue, this missing money can fund the country for the next 8 to 9 years.
Yeah, maybe one.
Ghana's budget for 2026 is around $31 billion. So this missing money can fund the sovereign country of Ghana for the next 15 years.
You don't know.
This money that we are looking for can buy 3 of the biggest companies in the world: Samsung, Netflix, and Amazon combined together. Aliko Dangote, who is Africa's richest man, his net worth is around $13 to $15 billion, which means this money can buy Dangote and all of his investments in 32 places. Yay! If you remember when Odumeje said 3 Dangote is equals 1 Erimos, this is the complete illustration. Because in this case, 32 Dangote is equals to 1 missing money from NNPC.
This man!
But guess what? The person who is allegedly responsible for this misappropriation, the group managing director of NNPC during the time that this whole thing happened, has refused to answer the Senate summon. And his reason is that he is attending to his health abroad.
Photo.
So somebody misappropriated the kind of money that can fix the health of 230 million people for the next 400 years. And he is abroad attending to his own health.
Not be juju be that.
Which means he has acquired prosperity from Nigeria. Now he has gone abroad to go and look for long life.
This man!
And guess what again? The Nigerian Senate is still deciding, arguing whether they are going to issue an arrest warrant or not.
Funny people.
Some senators are saying, let's issue arrest warrants and get him dead or alive. Others, like the Senate president, is saying we are not issuing anything. Let's wait for him to come back and come and answer.
Very stupid and very...
210 trillion naira is missing, allegedly. And we are waiting patiently for the culprit to finish his medical voyage abroad and then come and answer.
What type of plane is this?
I have never seen a country that is more at peace with corruption like Nigeria.
Hell.
In fact, this country is not a real place. Nigeria is more like a British experiment to show the rest of the world how not to build a country.
A town hall.
Because I believe that nothing is going to still come out of this investigation, because we have seen it before. Nigerian Senate are the only people that will open up an investigation and they will never close it.
That is not corruption.
Last year, they invited police chiefs to come and account for how 3,000 rifles went missing. And after the first hearing, what did we hear? They told the police chief that they should not do it again. 3,000 rifles was missing from, the police armory. You invited the police chiefs and they came. They couldn't account for the 3,000 rifles. And then you told them that they should be more careful next time. And that was the end of the case.
You say?
And today, the IGP who was in charge has retired and he's earning benefits. And we are fighting insecurity. It is no country we are.
Hey, Jesus. Nigeria, come down.
We're in trouble in this country, man. That's why you see I put that woman's face there, Alice Maduke, who stole excessively, allegedly. I've been cleared in the UK, and don't be surprised, they also clear him in Nigeria. That's how it is. You can see Yaya Bello. Yaya Bello were allegedly stole over 200 billion naira. But today it's contesting. We're in trouble in Nigeria, man. That's why you see sometimes when we are distracted discussing inconsequential things here, just say there's no need for it. We're in trouble. Watch this one.
Video has been making the rounds this morning. Honestly, it just really makes my heart heavy. And you may think that, oh, okay, it shocks me because they are doing a campaign. By the way, this is APC doing a campaign in Ekiti State, and they are throwing bread at people like animals. I don't say they are throwing bread to them because they are throwing at them as though they are chickens. But it doesn't shock me that act that they are doing. It doesn't shock me that people are actually running after them instead of cursing them and stoning them. It doesn't shock me that it's APC that is doing this. It doesn't shock me that they are throwing the bread. What shocks me is that they have the nerve to pull out their cameras, record this, have their voices underneath, show their party, and post it. Something you should be doing in clandestine. To Eke Boju, you post it.
Now, wow. Upon all this, I saw a comment earlier on the comment section when I asked that Yoruba land that were empty, if those people will still vote for Tinubu, and somebody said yes, especially the person recording it, next election they will still vote for Tinubu. And this is what is happening right now. You can see now the one in Ekiti, with the hunger, with the situation, with the everything that is happening in Nigeria, see how they are still running after bread, because this is a deliberate act to make people hungry so that they can deal with you. But meanwhile, I like you guys remember the kidnapping that happened in Edo State 3 days ago, where they kidnapped a woman. The video, I played it here and all that. So these guys, they have captured them.
The cartridge when I tell you the operation, the remaining one where you keep them.
Okay, before this video we play, I would like to quickly say this. I've said this so many times on here and off here, on my Instagram and other places where I post videos. I said it that this kidnapping thing that is happening right now in Nigeria, a lot of people always say Fulani Esme or terrorists and all that. And I've repeatedly stated that the people that are now kidnapping in Nigeria could be your family member, your friend, and anybody. You see, these people that carried out this satanic act, they are not even Fulani. You understand? Look at him. Listen to their confession.
Okay, how many is forget for that? 2. Okay. You are conscious. Open the door for them. Yes. Man of you go inside. Man of you go. Man of you go inside. See me outside there. My search inside here. Yes. Okay. Okay. I don't see one. Okay, there 2. Now be this. Now be this. Another one see there. Okay.
Now come to the give us.
Huh?
Give us.
How many? Liberty.
Now be CSO.
Okay, CSO name na Liberty. Now they give you now. Why you can't remain this one?
I don't know. I forget. Did you say I'll give one?
He no ask you when you go. When you go submit, they go and give him. He no ask you.
No, but I give that one.
That thing boy.
That brother across.
Okay, now you just give her. And they no ask you.
No.
Say the remaining one.
Forget.
Okay. Oh, Allah. Wait till me die.
What's your name?
Marvelous Isaac.
Marvelous Isaac. You are from where? Which local government? Where do you live? Where in Edo State? Kamaru. What brought you here?
The case of
Kidnapping. Are you a kidnapper?
I cannot say no.
Hmm?
For now, I can't say no.
Did you kidnap somebody?
It's not a limit.
Yes, you are who?
Pressures that called me. I should help me with my car.
Your car?
They want to do something.
What's the make of your car?
RS 350.
Which color?
Red.
Red. Okay. The vehicle was used to kidnap who? Is it a man or woman?
It's a woman.
Woman. Okay. Which day did you people carry out the kidnapping? Sunday. Okay. Where is the woman now? Your releaser. How much did they pay for ransom?
According to the pressure, said the money was 8 million.
8 million. How much reached your hand?
1.5.
Huh? 1.5. Is it true that you were arrested by the police?
Yes, sir.
When?
Last night.
Yesterday night. Okay. When you were arrested, what was recovered from you? What did police see for your hand?
Okay, now community bullet.
Bullet. Cartridges.
Yes.
How many?
It was 2.
2. Where is the gun you're using for the second kidnapping?
It's precious that identify the guns to the CSO because it's the owner of the gun.
Who is the CSO? What's his name?
It's already committed.
Liberty. How much will I pay for the renting of the gun?
You have not paid him yet. That was the reason I wanted to go there this morning. I wanted to go to the field this morning so I can go and give him his money.
How much is this money?
His money is about 1.5 something.
1.5 million. Okay. Are you aware kidnapping is an offense and is punishable by law?
Yes, I didn't want to involve myself. This is my first time.
How many of you do the kidnapping?
Precious and wisdom.
How many of you now?
The 4 number.
For mention their names.
Me, wisdom and precious. I don't know the other person. The guy I'm for later.
You cannot come for later. Now your motto they use. How many guns will I get?
Well, one purpose, one small barrel because but according to the precious, he say all going with liberty, which is say many.
Many. When they do when they rent out, they do kidnapping.
I don't know for you, whether they rent out, according to precious, say the guy rent out. So around that make him figure me and say me give him.
Okay, let me make him meet and say me give you.
Give him.
When that they do the kidnapping. All right. Apart from the bullet, what else will recover from your vehicle? Recover money from your vehicle. The money is there among the money people collected for ransom. Now the money part of the money wanna collect for ransom. When they bring wanna to release the woman, right? Now the part of the money be that.
Yes.
Thank you.
You are a kidnapper. All of you are kidnappers.
According to authorities, a 32-year-old suspect identified as Marvelous Isaac was arrested in connection with the abduction. Security operatives also disclosed that another suspect was killed during a gun battle that ensued when the criminals attempted to resist arrest. Items recovered from the suspects include a red Lexus RS 350 allegedly used in the kidnapping operation, a pump-action shotgun, live cartridges, a motorcycle, and more than 2 million naira believed to be proceeds from the crime, including ransom money reportedly paid by the victim's family. Security agencies say investigations are ongoing, with efforts intensified to apprehend other members of the kidnapping syndicate still at large. In recognition of the successful operation, Governor Monday Okpebholo presented a cash reward to the police officers involved in the rescue of the victim, commending their bravery and professionalism.
Something very terrible happened on Sunday, and I called the commissioner of police and I told him that whoever committed that crime of kidnapping inside Benin City must be arrested. Within 24 hours, those guys has been caught. Now we are going to set up a special court to try kidnappers and cultists. Within 2 weeks, 3 weeks, we are done with it. And I will sign it. Your execution, hanging, I will take you to the roundabout, that is Ring Road roundabout, so that the whole Edo people will see you.
In his comments, Commissioner of Police Monday Agbonika has reassured residents of commitment to strengthening security across the state and bringing criminal elements to justice.
Executive Governor of Edo State, Senator Monday Okpebholo, who has been very courageous in the fight against kidnapping and the fight against cultism in the state.
Ikmomosa Ugiagbe. Demolition of a building allegedly linked to cultism and ritual activities. Security officials say the action followed intelligence gathering and extensive investigations which linked the affected property to suspected criminal activities. Speaking during the exercise, the Secretary of the Edo State Security Squad, Barrister John Izegagbe, said the operation was carried out on the directive of Governor Monday Okpebholo as part of efforts to rid the state of criminal elements. Authorities disclosed that a decomposed body identified as that of a gateman, Mida Danladi, was discovered inside one of the seed buildings located in Ewuji, Uromi.
Upon investigation, the police from Uromi discovered a decaying corpse in this building.
The suspects, identified as Ewe Favor and Ewe Bright, are currently at large. Further investigations led security operatives to a bungalow located on Dr. Eberson Street in Uromi, which authorities alleged is connected to the fleeing suspects. The building was subsequently demolished. Officials claim evidence recovered from the property suggests it was being used as an initiation ground for cult-related activities. Items reportedly recovered include laptops, machetes, battle axes, native pots, candles, identity documents,
photographs, and a red-colored liquid suspected to have been used for ritual purposes.
Upon further investigation, we discovered that Airway Favor and Airway Bright, there have been serial killers, ritualists, and Yahoo boys and cultists in this town.
The Edo State government says investigations are continuing and has reiterated its commitment to dismantling criminal networks and strengthening security across communities in the state. Ifmomosa Ubiagbe, ITV News.
All right. That's the end of my presentation. Modio Bebolo, the governor of Edo State, you said something that I've repeatedly mentioned on this platform. I'm not surprised that you guys are listening to us here, that there should be capital punishment for things like this. Now, you said it, that you want to initiate a capital punishment for public hanging. And I've also mentioned here that criminals and terrorists or even politicians that stole our commonwealth should be publicly executed, like the way it used to be during the time of the Anini. Then he also mentioned that he's going to start executing these people right there at Ring Road, so that Edo people will see. You book a time, 12 p.m. on Saturday, so people will be killed. Everybody will go there, will go wash out and take kill them. Mondo Bebolo, I know you guys are listening. If you can bring this to light, you can pass this statement, because not by just talking, pass the bill. I promise I will sing your praises. Only that, to be honest, if you can make this become a reality, yes, I will praise you for it. I really do hope this, let Edo be the first state to start it in Nigeria, where criminals, cultists, armed robbers, kidnappers, terrorists will be publicly executed in Ring Road. But I have huge doubt that it will be difficult for this to become a reality. But I don't want it to be difficult. I want to see it. But I thought I should showcase this to you guys. I appreciate every one of you, my people. That's the end of my presentation this evening. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. Today is Friday, 19 June 2027. Thank you very much, my mother of all Mommy Diaspora. Thank you very much, Mommy, for all that you do.
That was 2026.
2026, sorry. Not 2027, not too far ahead now. Thank you, my brother. Thank you very much, my lovely mother. Thank you, my brother Abu Azi, for all that you do. I appreciate you always. Thank you, Mother Peggy Modi, Mother Eugenia. I'm very, very grateful for the super chat. May your pocket never run dry. Michael Ganamaro, thank you very much, sir, for a super chat. I'm very, very grateful. May your pocket never run dry. Thank you, Mother Stella Masevedo. I appreciate you, ma. Thanks for all that you do. Thank you, Love Maduka. I appreciate you. Good evening to every one of you right there. I can see many people is right there. Oga Kingsley, thank you. Rose Novel, thank you very much. I appreciate you all. Shibike, I can see you, Madam Amin Bright. Thank you, Ajil Deborah, Eveline. Thank you. God bless you all. Dixie Dagbo in the building. Thank you. Mike Akambari, my brother. Black Panther, my brother. I can see you all right there. God bless you all. Just do your part by pressing on the like button. Help us to share. Please, if you want to join us now on the panel, come in on time. Let's talk on what is affecting you and I. But meanwhile, for those of you that were already calling in, this is the best time for you to quickly call in before I receive the first call. What happened yesterday on this platform, got a lot of reaction after the broadcast. A lot of people reached out to me. A lot of prominent people, they reached out to me. I didn't know that people were still listening to that. In fact, hold on, guys. Mother Deborah, thank you very much, man. Good evening to you. Talk to us.
Hello, good evening, Mr. Elvis.
Yes, man. Good evening, man. Thank you very much. Talk to us.
Yeah, good evening to everyone. You're welcome to today's program. Let me first of all start with the video of that professor. Is it Professor Usman or the Fulani professor? You see, this kind of educated people that the problems that we have in Nigeria. Imagine a professor Anytime that man talks, if you look at the undertone of what he's saying, sometimes he will look as if he's criticizing the government or he wants what is good for Nigeria. But at the same time, you will see the undertone of tribalism. He's still pushing the Fulani. He wants this Fulani Atiku to come back to power, when he knows very well that Atiku is still part of the problem. You see what he's saying, Peter Obi cannot do this, it's not sellable in the north. Okay, all the bad market, all the one that is sellable in the north, what have they been able to do?
Yes.
They are the people that sold Buhari. All the 8 years of Buhari failure, which accountability are they taking? So when I hear educated people like that are not void of tribalism, it's still that Fulani supremacy in him. You can still see, even after everything he's saying, he's still trying to push his Fulani agenda. He's still trying to push his article that he's trying to push. Knowing very well that the Buhari is the person that laid this foundation of the problem that we are facing in Nigeria, but they will never take accountability. They will all be dodging away, whereas they created this mess that is going on today. So if I see, you see, tribalism is not different from racism. No matter how educated people are, once it's inside their blood, you still see it playing out. They can never, how will I even say, they can never outgrown it. The same thing, you see people who are racist, even though they are educated, no matter how educated they are, you still see that, if they are racist, you still see it in them. It's the way tribalism is. So you see an old professor, even though if you listen to him properly, you still see that tribalistic agenda. Tell me how Atiku is going to be able to solve this problem. This is how they package useless Buhari for 8 years. They all kept quiet when Buhari was destroying the country, bringing Fulani from everywhere. Is it not Buhari? Is it not the same APC, this same government, this same Fulani government that brought us to this Fulani government and Tinubu, and they all collaborated together and brought this calamity that we are suffering today? But they will never ever take accountability. I will continue to put the blame of this disaster. You see, the two people who brought this calamity on Nigeria, whether anybody accept it or not, you see, the West, some of the Yoruba elite and the Fulani that collaborated with Buhari APC government, they are the ones that brought this calamity that we are facing today. Even though they are trying to make excuses, but let's not forget, it is their collaboration. Osibanjo group and Buhari, they are the ones that, in order to get power with Tinubu, and they are the ones that brought this calamity to Nigeria. So all this, nobody should make an excuse. They are the cause of this problem that we are facing today. Okay. So when you hear somebody like that, Professor Usman, talking, you would think he meant well for Nigeria. No. He's an educated man, but you can still see traces of tribalism inside everything that he's saying. He's not offering any solution. Instead, you want us to now go back. They just want power at all costs. He's saying Tinubu put Yoruba people and Lagos people, it's not inclusive. Was that not what Buhari did for 8 years? That is the same thing that Buhari did. It's the same thing that Tinubu is doing. They are both one and the same. If you see Fulani and the Fulani government and this Tinubu government, they are both husband and wife. They are both the same. They are not different. So he saying Tinubu put Yoruba people in opposition. It's the same thing that Buhari did for 8 years now. There's not any difference. They are both the same. They are both the same. So I don't understand what he's complaining about. So
All
it's just a shame that you see people like that come out and talk and you think what they are saying makes sense, whereas they are just being tribalistic. Nothing there. Then regarding the, what is it called, the person that did the blogger or that came and was analyzing, oh, Tinubu did this, Tinubu did that. Of what use is all of the nonsense that he's talking about when people when people cannot sleep and close their eyes. So of what use? When the most important thing, when you look at the community in Kwara State that people have deserted, and this is just the beginning. You were asking a question that these people now that ran away from their villages, are they still going to vote APC? But you will be surprised that even some of them are still campaigning, they will still give them rights. Some of them will still open their mouth and tell you, we cannot vote for an Igbo man. You will still be surprised. I'm telling you that tribalism is like a cancer. It's like a cancer that is the same with racism. It's just two different forms.
Yes.
It's like a cancer. No matter how educated people are, it takes away their sense of reasoning.
That's true.
The same way you see a white man that is racist, they can never see any other human being that is not their skin color as the human being like them. They are like that. The same thing with tribalism. Instead of putting humanity first, they'll put their tribe first before humanity. It's the same thing. So you see, even these people that are suffering, even in the midst of their suffering, you still see them, they're still tribalistic. They will still say, is my tribe person. We have a long way to go, Mr. Elvis.
Yes,
before they will wake up, Fulani will take over all their towns and they will start having IDP camps everywhere. And then they will know that tribe will not take anybody anywhere. Just before white people decided to fight racism, it's because they know how bad it is. They know the disaster that it has caused. That's why you see that they put very, very strict laws to stop racism, to try to reduce racism. And if we don't stop, this tribalism is what, if care is not taken, is what will destroy Nigeria. I'm telling you.
Thank you.
Regardless of everything that is going on, you still see people, instead of putting tribe aside, you still see people putting tribe first before humanity. I think we are all seeing the reality now. It will clear for everybody eye, one by one. It will soon clear. Thank you so much, Mr. Elvis.
Thank you very much, Madam Deborah, for speaking truth to power.
Thank you for your good work.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Now, wow. I'm not saying when it comes to this tribe thing, one needs to be careful now, especially me, myself, so that I don't offend some of you. Let me take this call quickly. Hello, are you there?
Good evening, Niger Watch.
Yes, sir. Good evening to you. Talk to us. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. God bless you. Thank you for what you're doing. Sorry, Niger Watch. I've not been around. I went for surgery. I promised. There was a time I promised that I was going to do something, so it's not yet late. I will still send my own gratitude. So sorry about that. I went for surgery.
Thank you, sir. I hope you are better now.
Yes.
Oh, thank God. Thank you, sir.
Surgery. Well, yeah, I only want to talk about the caption you put there. Can Peter be fight past corruption?
Thank you very much. Because my caption, sometimes my caption, people they bypass her. They know they talk about my caption. Thank you.
No, yeah, the answer is yes. The answer is no and yes. The yes there is that first of all, what Peter, I think Peter will do is to tighten up all the gaps where all the corruption will leak. Without they will steal money, he will tighten the belts. Then he will frustrate them not to be corrupt. At least as a leader, he will not allow himself to be corrupted. and at the same time they will look up to a leader. And coming to the past corruption leaders, I think P2B will not fight that kind of corruption. I know why. I think he will be thinking diplomatically. He will say, "Is a time wasted? Is going to be a time wasted to start pursuing all those corrupt officers because they will distract his vision concerning Nigeria." That's what I think he would do. There will be a lot of fight back. They will distract his government, but I think the only thing he will do is just to make sure that the future is not being corrupted anymore. But for those who are corrupted, he will not allow them to be in the government. But I don't think he will fight the past corrupted officers. I don't think so. He will not do it. Then coming to Desiani, I think I might say that the past government, this government, uses propaganda on her. He might steal. It doesn't mean they're all corrupt. He might steal, but the point is that the British government really want a kind of, they want to be sure. They want to see the evidence. So I think the government uses propaganda to do a lot of stuff concerning Desiani. So maybe she stole quite all right, but they couldn't find that evidence that he stole, because I know that in that part of the country, if they caught you, definitely you will go for it. So I think what really happened concerning Desiani was that there was no much evidence. The government of today, Tinubu government, uses that in order to discredit Desiani and Jonathan, to look as if the corruption was too much. It's not that I don't believe that the lady is not corrupt. I still believe she's corrupt. But the point is that there wasn't evidence to nail her. So the government of the day uses a lot of the useless propaganda, and at the end of the day, they couldn't find anything. So, Mr. Niger Watch, these are my own submission. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
God bless you. I've been listening even from the bedside.
Thank
God bless you, sir.
God bless you, sir. Thank you, sir. Get well, sir. Okay. I need to take my last call, for today, please. Let's take this as a last call so that I can just quickly move on. Hello. Okay, you need to call back. I lost that call. Call back. I don't want to return any call, please. If you don't call back on time, once we start talking now, then we'll take it from there. But meanwhile, my people, I appreciate every one of you. Okay, I'm calling back. Yeah. Hello, good evening to you. Your name and where you calling us from?
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon over here. I'm calling from Houston. Good afternoon, Mr. M.
Thank you, my brother. Good evening, sir. Talk to us.
I would really want to thank the last. He make a very nice point about Mr. Obi. Mr. Peter Obi is going to deal with that area of corruption. Yes, 100%. Because he said one thing. Once you are not like you always say something, Mr. M. Always say nobody can bring money to you to be able to change your mind. You know what I mean? So that means you have a platform that is also known that will not take bribe. That will not take bribe to come and be propaganda.
It's not possible.
Wrong statement or wrong information. Exactly, just like that. That's how I look at it for that angle. And against defense, if you look at the news I saw this morning, they say about 70% of the budget for defense where embezzle was stolen. Today news. So where is all the money? Where has all the money gone to? So because people don't want that kind of incident to happen to his government.
In his government,
I
yes.
really want to talk about this in UK court, because as a lawyer, I will talk from a lawyer perspective, just as a lawyer. There's what they call the measure and the author's trade. If you have the author's trade that he stole money, there was the money in the bank, there was information how he stole the money, but there was no intention or how he stole that money. That means you will be unable to prosecute that person. Measuring and authors they have to be on a parallel line to jam together. But if they are coming together, they did not pass and jam together. That means the prosecution will be unable to provide information that money was stolen. That's why there is information that is stolen the Actors Play did not meet. That is it. And let me just touch on my last point about Yusuf. That guy is just coming. Please, I will beg Mr. Peter Obi to come and debunk that information they keep saying about him giving the ID card.
ID card, yes.
You need to come and debunk it because it's
going viral, yes.
Now. Nobody, please, that's only where I want it to come and debunk because it's not the one. I was told this woman governor of Imo State. What has Imo State got to do with Anambra State? Anyway, thank you, Mr.
Thank you, sir.
I want to thank you for all of it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. That statement, I support the Peter Obi debunker because I told you that I went for a business transaction with these people the other day, and that was the first thing they brought up. They were just talking about politics and all that. So I did my part by debunking it, but Ubi me, a small me, now go to debunk that kind of thing. So I believe that Peter Obi, anything we talk today and we carry and fly, that will help a lot. Yes, I wanted to quickly say something earlier on. I want everybody to know because I reached out, some of you that reached out to me, thank you very much. And there are some of you as well that have never called it to this show before. You listen to us all the time, you know, especially one particular one that is Mr. Jonathan's huge fan, you know, Epadomosa, you know. Yes, I appreciate how you spoke to me as well and all that, you know, that we shouldn't allow the structure of the government to divide us. That this is what the government wants, for us to argue and argue and argue within ourselves, and they'll be happy. And one of them also went on by saying that I wish people know people that is watching you. You actually told me that you stay till 1 a.m. till we ended the broadcast. So I want to say yes, thank you very much. I appreciate you all. We are family here. The reason why Naija Watch platform is unique, we don't hide anything. We don't go private to go and discuss it. We say it how it is here. And I want to also talk to my panelists. This one is all my panelists now. You know, my wonderful panelists. You guys are doing excellently well. But I need to say this, you know, it's not to attack anybody, but I want to let you know that when anything is going on the platform, sometimes, you know, it could be me. Let me use myself as an example. I could go wrong. But when it comes to people saying, me people talk for this matter, everybody will not start being blabbing, stammering, or pretending like they don't understand English or any language anymore. And what I think that is causing this is because of the aftermath relationship that some of you have, which is good. I don't have no problem with that. But one thing is this: when you have aftermath relationship with some of the panelists, and maybe one of them, you know, goes wrong on the platform, for you to speak against that same person, it will become difficult. And that one align with favoritism, you know, because at the end of the day, when you start applying favoritism to say, yeah, this guy will talk for more than 3 hours this afternoon or yesterday, now my party, and this thing they happen now, I not just want to talk put. In most cases, we might even be calling you now your turn to speak. You pretend like you are not there. At the final, you just quickly give your 2 minutes, you go. I'm just talking generally. I don't have any issue with after we finish a broadcast, you guys talk to yourself, you communicate with yourselves. But I also want you to know that as you communicate with yourselves and you make a friend, let yourselves know that, bro, if you do anything, I go speak. Because if you don't do that, in most cases, you put yourself in a tight corner. When something is happening on the panel, you don't want to talk because you don't want to offend your party. Then it becomes favoritism. And this is the method that our politicians are using. Everybody have their parties. And when you have your parties, a circle, for me, I'll call it a coven. When you have a coven where you now have your paddies, like as we discussed, everything happened yesterday now, then you now place a call to your paddy. Tomorrow, you will not be able to openly, publicly speak against the wrongdoing of your paddy. So it is called coven. For me, all my friends knows me for one thing. I don't support wrongdoing. I'm not perfect, but wrongdoing, I'm not part of it. Everybody you know me put. Everybody know me put. Right? Now, if your friend knows you for that, that's fair. Fair enough. When it comes to the panel, lambast at your friend. If he's doing wrong, place a call tomorrow, you are not paddies again. But say automatically will now become a stammerer. We cannot speak anymore. We have to fight that, because that's what we are fighting now. That's what we are fighting with our politicians. Because many of them, they belong to that coven parties. For me, that's why I normally say, I don't belong to any coven parties. If I do anything wrong on the panel, please give me woto. I don't mind. Call me out. I'm not perfect. In fact, do you know that calling people out sometimes makes us learn? But that method of, my guy be this so. Or we could even be doing business together privately. Then I'll now bring that into the panel to say, I don't want to talk for this matter, make this guy not go verse. Say, no, that is why you are here. We are fighting that already in this government, in past government, in Nigeria. When you are practicing the same thing you are fighting, then it becomes a problem. So, it's only the wise one that will understand what I'm saying. Everybody on this platform are very important to me. I will not like anybody to hide under my speech against A to destroy A. If you want to destroy the A because you believe on that particular day what that A do not right, fine. Say tomorrow now, do not hide. Come and say, discuss that A with me. I don't want to be part of it, and I cannot be part of it. Every one of you that called in, although I receive your messages, I only pick 3 calls because these people are very, very important people. In fact, important people to you as well listening to me. And they are also your fans. And I like the angle you came from, that we shouldn't allow what these people are already doing to divide us. Please, guys, when we are speaking against anybody on this platform, don't apply favoritism into it. Say it how it is. I like the way we talked yesterday, even go reach Oga CM and everything, how everybody can still laugh to end the show. And that is it. Today now, there might be another Basbos. You never know. That is the reason why we call it panel. It is called panel. When the Basbos happen, make it happen. Madam Patricia is here now. She don't receive Basbos here before. She's an elderly woman. Yesterday was Mr. Jonathan. Oga CM also collect yesterday. There was a day Oga CM collected here concerning a road that they were doing somewhere in Southeast. That's how it is. I don't want that to destroy or scatter us. It will not be family again. For me, if you don't value this family, me, I value and pass anything. When I was starting my career of this whole thing, I studied film and media. I have bachelor's degree in film and media. But when I was following this whole journey, I didn't know I will build a family that can put food on my table tomorrow. I didn't know I will build a family that will care for my own pains. So When we are speaking, no matter the anger, it must end that day. God bless every one of you. Thank you very much for your time with us. I'd like us to start talking. Our Dream Nation, you are not the first. Are you the first today? You are not the first now.
Now maybe first, so no go there. No,
So
don't start this coven discussion. Before you go receive.
So we not feel wrong today.
like the one where Madam Love Maduk ever line. I think they appeal for my time where they rob me.
I will go feed your baby.
Exactly. Go and keep me peaceful now.
My baby is sleeping now.
Baby, make I talk. Go feed baby.
My baby is sleeping. Don't worry, I will come back. Patricia, now when she never wake up, make I talk.
Okay.
Thank you, Niger Watch, for what you do. But most of you might not understand this. This is a family. We don't hold grudges. I know for people who are watching us, they will think what happened yesterday was a big problem. No, we can shout, way. But tomorrow, is it not Oga Jonathan that is here? All of us are here again. So this is one media that is unique. If you go across Nigeria, not just Nigeria, across the world, you will not see this kind of platform like this. It's difficult. So, Nigeria, that is why I'm telling you. The oil on your head, you should be talking. What we are seeing is you competing with CNN, BBC. You've passed the Nigeria level. And more grace for you. You will go above that by the grace of God. Thank you for what you do. A new Nigeria is coming, and a new Nigeria is possible.
Amen.
God
Amen,
bless,
my brother.
bless your beloved wife, bless your mother, all your backbones that are supporting you, and the wonderful panelists. God bless every one of us. Our consistency and the support. You see how grateful Niger Watch is. You can hear the statement. They can build a family like this that can put that little support we are saying, your 1 naira, go a long way. It's a man who appreciates little. This is where we are today. That is who he is. Thank you, Niger Watch, for believing in us, for accepting us as your family. Together, we will get that country that we all are clamoring for. I strongly believe. Mr. Jonathan, good evening, sir. Madam Patricia, thank you, ma, for coming out today. Everyone on the comment section, God bless every one of you. Aboazi, our big mommy Diaspora, Love Maduka, Everline, a lot of you, Michael Genemaro, every one of you on the comment section, whether you are there today, your name is still ringing in that comment section. God bless you, every one of you, for your commitment. Please, I just want to appeal to every one of us, the viewers, if you are just joining for the first time, please, kindly subscribe so that you will get the notification whenever Niger Watch is live or he posts any video, because we want our voices to go far. So help us, hit the like button, share this program. What I always appeal for everyone, both the panelists, Madam Patricia, if you have not done so, please, just on your WhatsApp status, you can just share it. Look for a group that accept you to share link. Share, that is the only way we can spread this gospel to go across every corner of the world. There are Nigerians every corner. We need to awaken everyone, sensitize the people. Like my brother stated, he asked one question. Those people in Kwara State, if they will really vote for Peter, is it Tinubu? Yes. My brother, the reality is that you don't know the message going in. There is this narrative APC is pushing, and those people are pushing in. They are saying what is happening today is opposition. The insecurity is opposition. So they are pushing this narrative deep, and the gullible people are buying it. You hear the nonsense Jollof, what do they call him? You hear what he's saying. That it's not Tinubu that brought this. Tinubu are giving, Alex Ot is producing power, is doing this. They are pushing those narratives to say, Tinubu, because he promised power, he has Voludo's power to back to the state for them to generate. These are negative narrative they are pushing to people. They are pushing it to people. And people who are gullible, who are not savvy, they are buying into this. That is a problem. But when you share this program and you share it across platform, people will hear our voice, how we come to debunk those false narrative. We are here to sensitize the people, to awaken Nigerians who are still sleeping, who still believes that these corrupt politicians are the messiah of the country. Let me come to my brother that called in that said, Peter Obi, I'm looking at the topic. Can Peter Obi fight corruption? Mr. Davis, yes, I agree on some with that man. Then I disagree with him, saying Peter Obi will not have time doing that. It means you don't know Peter Obi. Let me let you understand. There is an institution that fight corruption, which is the EFCC, ICPC. All these people are there in place to fight corruption. So he need a leader who will not be corrupt. Peter Obi have said that he's going to fight corruption, but he's not coming to begin to probe somebody on social media before. He said under his watch, the institution will investigate and get the clear evidence. You saw what happened to my auntie. Now my auntie, Dizani. Nigeria government, there was no evidence. So it's not Nigeria court where you can lobby a judge and tell them or stay in a Asurok to write a judgment for them to just come and read. That is why you see them coming to read their own judgment. They are missing word. They are confused. Before the true copy of the judgment to come out, it will take another days because they will now begin to look to see how they make mistake, which one we can amend, because they are not the one writing it. So that is the problem. So UK is not like that. They will look at the evidence. They are not people you can buy like that. They are contented with little they have. I'm not saying there are not corrupt people in UK. We'll have somebody now under the cabinet of the same customer, medicine, this. All of those ones are going on in UK. We have people who are corrupt. But the system and the institution is stronger than individuals. So that is how a country works. So Peter Obi will fight corruption. The institution will do what is right because the head is not corrupt. They will get the fact before coming to even meet you and invite you to say, come and answer a question. It's not this one because you hear somebody say you want to poison people. You just come and arrest him because he said you know where the dead body are buried. Then when you now lock him, now looking for evidence. So we know that these people are corrupt. My auntie, everybody knows, he sat on those money. People buy him something. They gave him gift because NNPC is where you patch it out in Nigeria. The money they are talking about today, what happened with Kyari, this. If Kyari should come, a lot of people will be involved. It's the place they use in sponsoring election. That is the place it comes out. If you want to doubt me, I will say, okay, go and check what happened to Dasuki. Is it not the same place? So those are things, money will come out from NNPC. They use it in a lot of things that is unconstitutional. They don't follow due process in doing things coming to NNPC. It's where the sitting government use in cashing out. That is why the president always want to be Minister of Petroleum. Because all of them want to cash out from that place. That is where we find ourselves. So Peter Obi will fight corruption, but he's not going to fight it as into witch hunt opposition. He will fight it in the right way. An institution will stand up to their responsibility because they know who is the president. So that is going to be a difference. And if we say the future one, he will do those ones. Peter Obi have always said that, yes, he's going to reduce corruption, block those leakages, those things, because if the head is not corrupt, you reduce the chances of it. Other people taking advantage. Today, you have a lot of questionable characters in power. That is why, look at what happened under Buhari. He's always putting toothpick. I'm not aware. Snake swallow money. I'm not aware. Monkey swallow money. Nothing is aware. He was just sitting down there. And everybody under Buhari, everybody was a president. Everybody, all the ministers, they were president. They were just doing whatever thing they want to do. Today, you can see what is happening. However, the institution are not doing the right thing because they are not getting the fact. That is why you can see Yaya Bello today. APC gave him a phone because they are not willing to fight corruption. They are only wish hunting. Once you accept to align with them, then you are free from corruption. Your sins are forgiven. Quote and unquote, like Adam Oshomole said, these are words from his mouth. Once you join APC, all your sins are forgiven. So no matter how much you've stolen from Nigeria, if Madueke come to Nigeria today, or just stay in UK and said, on your mandate, we shall stand, he is not corrupt. They can just invite him like they invite Akpabio. Then they will leave him. Then she will continue. Once she starts supporting Tinubu today. So those people are not fighting corruption, but Peter Obi will fight corruption in a right way. To a standstill, no matter how they will come in different form. Peter Obi will seal up. No contract he will come and give to Chagori in that manner anymore. It will happen in Nigeria. And we have seen the fund that is missing, which I love what that guy said. That fund is enough to, Tinubu would even be going out to go and borrow money. But where are those money? The individual, it's individual pocket. It's not just hearing that you are hearing. Individual are holding those funds. They have shared it long time ago. Some of them, they have bought houses. They have built estate in Nigeria. They have bought it in Dubai. They have bought it in America. Those money, they have done all those roles. That is why we are appealing to you, Nigerians. Let us wake up and support Peter Obi. If Peter Obi is a president today, those things will be recovered. Mark it today. For those of you who are still having reservation about this, oh, okay, you are having this doubt, Peter Obi might not fight corruption, he will go ahead. No. All these things will be recovered. That is what Peter Obi will use to run the government. He will get this money back for Nigeria. And he will save money for us for a rainy day. Under that 4 years, they will see transformation. We will see real governance and not corrupt system where people will come to cash out. If we are talking about the professor that came to speak, there are people that you see, you call them professor. Let him bring out his WAEC or how he got into university. It's because we gave them those opportunity when they will give us in the South 200 or something. I learned is a medical doctor. Okay. Give us a 250 or you must have 250, 230 for you to study medicine. But they are in the North, 70, they don't even look at it. 80, they have gone. And they will come to be your manager. They will come to be directors. That is how they got their professorship. So those people, if we have a normal system where people have equal opportunity, it will not come and be talking this rubbish. It's talking. They just have opportunity that they gave them free just to encourage them to go to school. Yet they don't even want to go to school. These are the reasons you see them talking as if, when you're talking about Peter Obi, it's not sellable in the North. What are you talking? What nonsense are you talking about? What are you talking about not? Not for what? It's not the only country, is the only region in Nigeria? Is it not alone that will make somebody to win election? Only North cannot make you win election. I blame Tinubu for not doing census because he wants to please you people. And he will go out. I will be happy. Atiku will rig him out, but Peter Obi will win. And Pity Dele Momodu is just ranting, calculating nonsense. 2023, Peter Obi won it. Whatever statistics is coming to give is rubbish. Both of them will rig themselves. They will divide whatever they want to divide. Peter Obi will win them clear come 2027. Because we are tired of this kind of thing. We are tired of this. Somebody who call himself a professor will be talking about a tribe, region in this manner. And coming and appealing to Mr. Peter Obi, not just Kenneth Okonkwo. There is a time you have to put this to an end. Because what this guy is a defamation of character now. So he has defended Peter Obi. Peter Obi have to sue this guy. Don't wait as if you want to please. If you go for him, they will deny you vote in the north. No, these people are not relevant. The north have moved ahead of this yeye elite. These people are useless in the north. Nobody listens to them anymore. But coming to lie, there are evidence of this thing. Peter Obi did not do it. It was in Imo State, Rocha Sokorocha. What concerns Peter Obi with that? They have gone to clarify, but they will not stop. If you are telling me Peter Obi have to come and debunk, Peter Obi have done that several times. There are videos backing that up. But these people will not stop. They will come and bring because they know their people are illiterate. The people they are selling it to, most of them are not educated because it is their own fault. They don't want them to go to school for this kind of narrative. That is why that nonsense man will come, calling me, say, Professor, how did he get his professorship? Will come and be spitting those nonsense. They have to put a stop to them by taking him to court to come and bring, because he is alleged, you have to prove. You will have to prove where Peter Obi is giving people ID card in Anambra State, doing those kind of things. And bring the ID card and bring the date that ID card was given and bring Peter Obi's signature. That he approved that. So we have to put a stop to this nonsense. Your Excellency, you need to do something for this or something. You have to use somebody and show an example. And you'll be talking and be laughing. Useless people. You'll be talking and be laughing and be doing those kind of things. Selling wrong narratives. And people will be listening. And that one interviewing him could not debunk and tell him, no, you are a journalist. You have those evidence before you. Somebody on your program is saying things that you have the fact. Why not come and tell him, okay, this is the thing they said this. You didn't follow him up in all those ones. You are just laughing with the same person. I appeal to His Excellency to use him as a scapegoat to stop this nonsense narrative they are selling to people. They refuse to educate them so that they will come and be telling them those things in Hausa, in Fulani language to deceive them. But a lot of people who are privileged to see the forward of education, of a classroom, those people today, they have moved ahead of them. They are not listening to them. But you still have some. And there is a lot of people which they will just stay them in Hausa radio and they will fly with it. That is why we must stop these people now, not just speaking about it like I'm doing now, but taking them to the right place through the court for him to come and prove that Peter Obi gave people ID card. So Nigerians, don't listen to these silly people. Don't listen to them. They are just coming with this negative. He's speaking for Atiku. He's supporting Atiku. That is what they paid him to come and do. That is what he's doing. But we have to stop him the same way Kenneth Okonkwo is crying today. Because you have to bring the proof that Peter Obi does that. We all know that new Nigeria all of us are calling for is really possible. But we Nigerians, we must come together. Our unity and look beyond this tribalism, look beyond religion, and look beyond your differences and this thing, and put Nigeria first, the future of your children. What legacy are you going to leave? You have suffered, they have stolen your yesterday, they have stolen your today. Will you allow them to continue destroying the future of your children? What parent are you today if you allow this to stand? Like I said, the false narrative they are selling, That village you see that is empty. Some people are people who are speaking for Tinubu that come 2027 will go. They are still in that village. So those are people who will continue to sensitize for them to understand that this is not just problem of Tinubu. It is not just problem of them coming to lie to you, but the future of your children is very important. If you care so much for our country, you care so much for Nigeria, this is the right time for every one of us to unite together and said, we need a better leader who can make the right choices, not people who just want to enjoy, use your wealth to buy yacht, live a big life, which they have those money, but they just want the name. I want to be president. I just want to be president. I want to enjoy those kind of a thing. Peter Obi is frugal. It's not person that is going to squander our money. It's not person that will not manage our resources. Peter Obi, with his experience, he has managed his business. This same Peter Obi will be able to manage Nigeria the same way he has managed his business successfully. The banks is managed successfully and other things he have managed successfully. Peter Obi will be able to redirect Nigeria. So let all of us unite together, get your PVC, no matter the frustration you are having with Amopiton, the INEC chairman, and their colleagues. Please, Nigeria, remain patient and be consistent. Continue to push to get your PVC. That is the only way. And to President Tinubu, please do census. Do census for Nigeria so that some people who feel they own Nigeria, who feel they are the one that own this country, they have a population they don't have, and they will come to be telling you they are the one that will decide who will be the president. Please help us do census. Let Nigeria know how many we are. Thank you, Mr. Evis, and God bless you. A new Nigeria is coming, and that new Nigeria is possible. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you, Mr. Alabo. God bless you, my brother. Thanks for that wonderful submission. I appreciate you. Okay, Mother Patricia, thank you very much, ma, for your long wait. Please talk to us. Good evening to you.
Good evening, Mr. Elvis.
Thank you, ma.
We stand on existing protocol. Good evening, Mommy Diaspora. Thank you again to all our viewers. Thank you so much. Yeah, Mr. The so-called professor, the what's the word now? I can't find the word. Anyway, that man does not deserve any respect. Honestly, even though Kwankwaso has came out to debunk it, but that seems to be a sticky narrative that they have decided to stick to. You know, it's like, yeah, that so-called lie they are telling of Mr. Peter Obi that he, what he did when he was governor to the Hausas, I mean to the Northerners in Anambra State. It seems that is their selling point now, or the marketing point. That's the point they decide to hold on to the market. Mr. Peter Obi. It's a shame, but this thing didn't come up last 2 3 years. No, I didn't hear of anything like this. So why now? What changed? What changed? 3 years ago, 2023, Mr. Peter Obi contested, and there was nothing like this. So I think more need to be done. Yeah, more need to be done. I think Mr. Peter Obi need to, get his house together and ensure that this very lie that they are now using to want to use to demarket him. I think it's time to debunk it. Send people to BBC Hausa and let them debunk it, because it's not a good thing that these people have decided that this is the direction they want to go just to demarket Mr. Peter Obi. But That is what it is. So, and Mr. Peter Obi need to move fast to make sure that this thing doesn't see the light of day, doesn't proceed more than where it is now. Even though we know Kwankwaso has come out, but it seems that what Kwankwaso came to do did not stick because they are still going with the same narrative. And so with that narrative, it will be very tough. But even though if they are even talking about it's only 5 states in the north, North Central. North Central is like how many states? Not 5 states too. So
It's 636.
6 states, 6 states in North Central, 6 states in
Plus Abuja 7.
So it's only 6 states that they can say maybe yes. They will say it's pure for them. But North Central, they cannot say that one is pure for them. Like Dele Momodu was making people to believe that the what they call it, the eventual failure, that only is full of himself, Atiku, that he will win in how many states in the north. That's a lie. That he will get 25%. That's a lie. And that there is more population in the north. I've always argued that it's a lie. This more population they are touting, that they have more population in the north, it's a lie. It's a big lie. You go through vast lands, in the north without people until you come to one place, then you see all of them there. But it's not like that in the south. Everywhere you turn, you find people. So this sense of, and that brings me to even the address of to address this issue of 10 megabytes or whatever that Mr. Peter Obi said he will generate. That is to bring it up to 10. This is what has been happening to Nigeria. Look, even as a cook, if you are selling, if you are a cook, and even if you want to have a party, yeah, you need to know how many people you are going to cook for now. You need to know. Without that, you cannot have a satisfied guest at your party. You need to know how many people you are inviting, how many people you are cooking for, how many drinks you will buy. All these things. You have to have accurate number of people that are coming plus maybe one or two extra. That's how you make your calculation. But in Nigeria, they are they are cooking for less people than the actual population. So that it will not work. How can you? This doesn't go only to Mr. Peter Obi. I'm talking generally. How can anyone say they want to govern a people when you don't even know how many people that you are governing? You don't know. You are only guessing that this is the figure. No country can live and no country can be successful based on gesture of their own citizens. No country can do what they are supposed to do, to meet the people's need, aspirations, and desires if they don't know how many people that they actually have in their country. That is why you see that all their budget they are passing, all are failing. Because it's not tailored according to the population. It's not. That is also including even the security apparatus that they have. Institutions and the manning. It's still the same. How can you say the amount of police that we have in Nigeria? They say they have 2,000 police stations. 2,000 for a population of how many? Even in a kindergarten, It's a ratio of 1 to 4. 1 to 4. And we're talking about kids, so 1 adult to 4 kids. That's kids, which we know they can cause as much mayhem as adults. So where are we going? I think the call for Mr. Peter Obi to do for them to do censor is very, in fact, it's like should have happened even 20 years back. But now, if he comes in, that's the first thing. And even Tinubu, I think any serious-minded government, I think that will be their priority. It doesn't matter whose horse is God that is trying to stop it. Because all these shenanigans they are saying, they have more population. The more population that they have is the one that you people will release from Niger and Chad to come into Nigeria, jury voting. That's what they've been doing. That people are you only have condensed area. Kano, Sokoto, Meduguri. What about all the other vast land that is empty? Nobody. So, look, if anything is going to work, that is where we start. We must know how many people we are planning for. How many? Without having that figure, without having that number of people that you are planning their lives, you cannot be successful in anything that you would do. Yes. So that's that. Mr. VDM, him coming out to warn them is a very good thing. Yes. Because these thugs and whatsoever they call themselves, they don't have that right to do what they are doing. Yeah, but because they are stomach infrastructure people, hence they choose to do that because they're only thinking of what they will chop now. And they don't care if their generation perish. Because I don't understand. You see a young man like you fighting for the betterment of everybody. You are a young man too. You come out to say you want to go and obstruct them. I mean, you must be a sick young man. You need help. Desperately, you need help. And I like the fact that I warned them. They come next time, yes, they'll get what they want. Governor Pevolo, yes, kudos to you. All this, what you said now is good riddance. Let's get rid of all these evil people that are tormenting their fellow human beings. It doesn't matter where they come from. And also, the other thing what you go do, all those owners of cows in Benin City, it's time. Make them carry their cow, go where they want carry and go. Make them let us breathe. And all other governors, take a clue from what's happening there now. Because we cannot, look, you saw now what is happening in Kwara State. This has been the story of the Middle Belt too. This is the story of the Middle Belt. There are many, many cities, many, many towns and villages in those sides that are empty like this. So nobody is thinking of that. But I don't know. It has to come home before we will react. Okay, fine. Let's do it quick. And this police that they said they have this state police, Please, they shouldn't drag their legs. They have approved it. Let it, let it be now. They should fund it, give them everything that they require. And it must not be structured like the way it has been. That the police will now be the one taking bribes from citizens to sponsor themselves. That is unheard of. So what do you expect? You don't fund your security apparatus. You don't fund them. You make them turn citizens to where they get their money from, and later we are complaining that they are taking bribe from us. This na still finish. Nigerians need to wake up. And if you don't know how to lead, why even aspiring to become? Because a leader is one with a heart. A good leader is one with a heart for the people. One that is, have empathy. One that can feel the cry, feel the pain and hear the cry of their citizens, of those that they lead. Not one that their heart is a stone heart towards them. So all these evil leaders that are occupying this space, this sacred space that they are not supposed to be, I think the only thing is for Nigerians to make sure they come out now and vote them out. And defend their vote. Yes, defend your vote. Look, you might say, oh, you know Akbar, you know Akbar. You're already dead. You're only living, walking dead. Yes, it's only a question of time. They've emptied those places already in Middle Belt. They've emptied there's some cities now in Kwara State. They've entered Oyo. What is left? Or are we going to wait till they be dragging each person out of their bed at night and do what they have done with the rest before we react? So it's time that we wake up. Nigerians, wake up. Wake up and take your country back, because we cannot continue like this. Nothing is working. Nothing is working. Yes. So we have to tell ourselves the truth. You are building roads and building whatever. Road is good. But is it not people that are alive that will use road? Is it not people that are alive that will use road? If your primary duty, your primary responsibility, which is securing life and property, is not done, what's the use of the roads? Maybe you might be when they are like go travel those roads. If they don't quite finish, you won't use the road. So wanna wake up. All these misplaced priorities that you people are doing is not what Nigeria expects from you people. The capital project that will benefit the people is neglected. We are banking on a road to nowhere. It don't make any sense. Because that's the only way you go give out to your cronies and all these things. That's why. Because the capital expenditure, definitely, if they put it there, it will benefit the people. But that's not what you people are doing. To lead, a good leader is one that has a heart for their people. Yes. So I don't know how this set of people now meander themselves into these offices, and Nigeria is done for it. Nigerians, wake up. It's time to take your country back. And we'll do it through the ballot box. Yes. Come out in mass and vote, and then defend your vote. Just cross your heart. If I buy, I buy. At least if you buy, you save your generation from not going through it. Because the way it is now, this thing cannot be resolved with just mainly voting. Now beginning to talk and say wetin dey find red oil, yeah. If dem give am red oil, the natural red oil no go take. Na the exact red oil wey dey find na e must collect. And this Nigeria one na that red oil wey dey come out from people body. Na e be like say we solve this problem. Na e be like I no see anyhow you want to no go be like this. I no see am because to take this the bottle wey they don carry their mouth dey suck for their hand, we go need that resistance. Yes. Okay, Mr. Elvis, I will leave now. Thank you.
Thank you, Mother Patricia. Thank you for your submission. I appreciate you, ma'am. Mr. Jonathan, thank you, sir. Good evening to you. Please talk to us.
Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Elvis. I greet you. God bless you. Happy Friday to you. And my fellow panelists, I greet you all. You're all welcome. Bless you all greatly. Mommy Diaspora, good evening once again. God bless you abundantly, man. And my fellow commenters and callers, I greet you all. You're all welcome. God bless you. I read, I joined the broadcast right in the middle of it, but some of the videos I've seen it, and but on the issue of census, I've heard it. I think the two panelists that spoke earlier before me, they mentioned it. But we have to know that it is the normal thing and it is the right thing to be done. But we'll be asking Mr. Tinubu too much to do it at this time. I don't see him doing it. To do so, it is something that should have been done the first 100 days, if you really mean well for the country, because that will now be the benchmark. That will be your guard. That will be the perimeter at which you will govern. You want to achieve it maximum your first 180 days, 6 months. That's what you want to do, so that it will now guide you. It will guide your first full year budget. The president who came in May 29, the former president has, run almost half of the year already. You will plan towards 2024, your full budget. You want to make sure that the census has been completed by the end of 2023, so that it will be your guide. The only way now, the only logical sense for me why Tinubu could do census now is if it were to be a normal country and a normal democracy where the president does not care whether he knows that he's not winning by all means possible, according to him, like it's a do or die affair for him. I just want to do it for the country. I may win, I may be back, I may not be back. But it is a normal thing to do. I want to do it for posterity. I want to do it for the development of the country. Then we can count on Tinubu doing it now, before the end of, because he has barely 7 months before elections now. And all he's thinking is that, why should I do census? For who? For the benefit of who? To do it for Peter Obi or whoever will become the president? Let them come and do it themselves. That is if you don't know that is the mentality of Tinubu today, then I don't know. He's not going to, I don't see him doing that. So let's just be real. It is a good thing, because that's what you need to plan in a normal country. But these ones that are there right now, I don't think so. I don't think so. I listened to one video, and the guy was talking about Tinubu constructive criticism. Tinubu is giving a lot of money to the state. You see, this is their argument. I don't know what is going on the part of the Obi camp. For me, I will still exercise a little bit of patience till the time when the campaign proper will start. If they are not able to tackle this argument, which is not difficult to tackle, and to silence them, then we have a problem on our hands by the time it is October, November, if they cannot start coming out. But just a brief on it to start preparing the ground. Nigeria is a federation. Just to let people know that that argument in itself, on its face, is just nonsensical. And people who are saying it, they are just following the bandwagon. They don't even know what they are talking about. Because if you know that Nigeria is a federation, Nigeria is not existing in a vacuum. Nigeria is made up of states with the federal government at the center. If that is the case, it is the duty of the federal government, who has a program, who has a policy. If they are going to build houses in Nigeria, they are not going to build all the houses in Abuja. The roads that they are talking about, they are not constructing the roads only in Abuja. The money that they are distributing, they are not only distributing it in Abuja, it is going across the country, across the entire federation. On top of that, this is Tinubu's government. This is Tinubu's APC. It is your party that has all these states. So you cannot disconnect your government from the states when it comes to economy and development of the country entirely. You can't disconnect it. And then when it comes to politics, you connect it together. Then it is convenient for you then. These are your governors. So you cannot disconnect yourself. So that argument on its face falls flat. It doesn't make sense. You have to mandate your governors. You are giving them this money. These are the things. It is APC government. It is APC manifesto. Before you say Jack, they will be saying on your mandate they will die. On Tinubu's mandate. Why are they not saying on Sanwo-Olu mandate? Why are they not saying that it is the what is it? What was it called now? The governor of Imo State. Why are they not saying that it is on his mandate? Why are they not calling the names of those governors? It is on the mandate of Tinubu. It is on you. You cannot disconnect yourself from the state. The money that is going to the state, you have a hand in it. Because when it comes to it, you may decide not to give them what you know, the system or the constitution or what is available. You may decide, and we're seeing that in some states, you may decide not to give it to them. So why are you giving it to them? And they are not doing what they're supposed to do with it.
Like Mr. Jonathan.
Yes.
Like he denying Osun State and even
deny Osun. Hey, you can do that now. You can say, this money, this is what I want. For example, I will take only one example for this time. We will come to October, November. And I'm only want to follow what the Obi campaign will do. Because I'm not part of the campaign. I will only, unless I'm expecting that they will handle this very well. If they fail, then they have not started. One example alone, take housing. Housing in Nigeria. What does it take? We're talking about 210 trillion stolen, wipe away through NNPC. Nigeria can build between 100,000 to 200,000 housing units in each state of the federation in a matter of 3 to 4 years. That is 100 to 200,000 housing units, depending on the size of the state. The larger state with larger population can get 200,000. The smaller state can get anything between 100 to 120, 130, whatever. Nigeria has the capacity to do that. That will bring massive employment. At the minimum, 3 million people will get jobs. Tinubu cannot say, okay, this money that I'm giving you, it will not cost Nigeria 30 trillion. It is just still a change from the 210 trillion stolen by NNPC. If you are giving money to the state, why not tell them this money is for housing? This one is for, this is what it is. This is meant for. When they want to deceive us, they will say the state They are on their own. The constitution give them. Why is it that the money given to them is coming from the center? That argument doesn't add up. It is only just a cheap argument. This money going to the state that they are giving to them is, to me, is just a bribe. It is it's nothing. It's just a way to get the governor to keep their mouth shut. That's what it is. It's just bribing them monthly so that they will not open eye into what is going on at the center. That's what it is. I'm not going to come to you. I'm not going to litigate you. I'm not going to check you. I'm not going to audit you. At the same time, leave me in Abuja. Let me be doing what I'm doing. That is what this is all about. So that's one who is talking constructive. This is criticism. If you talk of constructive criticism, yes, I'm criticizing them. Let them take a look at this. You cannot disconnect yourself from the state. Nigeria is not existing in isolation. It's not in a vacuum. It is made up of a state with federal government at the center, controlling it, calling the shots. So when it comes to economy, you will say, oh, it is the state. But when it comes to politics, you bury all of them. You control all of them the way you like. But when it comes to the social development and economic development, you will turn your eye. You will say they are the one, they are on their own. They can do it on their own. It doesn't work like that if you want to grow in that country. And that professor who is talking, much has been said about him. He's just that man is just what I call, you call him a religious bigot, an ethnic bigot, all of it fits into him. Because all I can recall during Buhari's administration, the key departments and ministries in Nigeria are manned by Hausas or by Fulani Hausas, by northern Nigerians. The Minister of Finance, when at the beginning of his administration, Buhari's administration in 2015, based on the arrangement that they had before he became president, that Tinubu will bring the finance minister, which he did. He brought the finance minister. These northern people, it doesn't sit well with them. They cook it up. They find everything that they can find on that woman. The woman, it was a cooked up story. She didn't forge certificates. She's well qualified to hold that position, but they know that they cannot steal. They cannot perpetrate their evil if that one is there. Tinubu's eye will be on every naira and kobo that is going in and that is coming out. So they have to silence him. That's why Tinubu say, I didn't take anything. I did not take any position. I stay on my own. And now it is my turn. You gave me some. I said, I don't want. And that was what Tinubu did. Since that 2016, the finance minister is from the north, a woman. The defense minister is from the north. The attorney general of Nigeria is from the north. The head of customs is from the north. The women's affairs ministry is from the north. Agriculture minister is from the north. Communication minister is from the north. Aviation is from the north. Power is from the north. So what is it that Yusuf is saying now? Those are calamity. Those men, they are calamity. He was even part of the government too. What did he do? If humanitarians are ministry, all these ministries that are mentioned, these are the ministry in total. All these ministries, about 6, 7, or 8 of them, these are the ministry combined together that take up about 65% of Nigerian budget. 65%. And I'm being conservative. During Buhari's years, all these 7, 8 ministry got about 80% of Nigeria's budget. In about 2 or 3 years during that 8-year period, this ministry got, each year, they got about 80%. 5 out those 8 years, they go up about 65% of Nigeria's budget every year. These ministries, put them together. What do we have today? Is it Pantami we want to talk? Minister of Aviation. Is it Malami that we want to talk? Is it the women's affairs, humanitarian? We know what happened.
Mr. Jonathan,
Yeah.
I beg
Yes.
if you say they are from the north, you are being unfair to the northern people. All these people you have mentioned, you've mentioned for they are all Fulanis. All of them.
No, yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm just, that's true. That's another part, you know. We want to go deeper, to be more specific. Yes. These are the people. Where are we in Nigeria today? Where are we? They did, all of them done nothing. They did absolutely, completely nothing. Nigeria is worse off. And that one is opening his mouth saying, Tinubu is a, what is the difference? Buhari was the minister of power. Tinubu is also, the minister of petroleum resources. Tinubu is also the minister of petroleum resources. So what are we talking about? Those are calamity as individuals. That's how I can recognize them. And finally, on Mr. Peter Obi, the question that, which is the question of the day, can PO deal with past corrupt politicians? My answer to that is no, it cannot. Let's be, for me, it cannot deal with it. What I would prefer to say is that, can it stop corruption going forward? Yes, it can do that. Because if you say you want to deal with the past corrupt politicians in Nigeria, I can tell you for free, close my eyes, Nigeria will break instantly. Nigeria will decimate instantly because the impact, it will enter some people's bedroom. If we really wants to do it, corruption in Nigeria is sophisticated. The corruption within the Nigerian government is highly sophisticated, but to unravel it is not difficult. Nobody can steal 1 naira in Nigeria without the connivance of the system. It's not possible. Try it. If you will not end up in prison the next day, then you will know that Nigeria has laws. So I'm afraid, this 210 trillion NNPC, let them try to unravel it now, which is very easy to unravel. Very, very easy to unravel, but they will not. So what I think we should do is, going forward, let us stop it. Let us stop it. Or the easiest way to break Nigeria, you are looking for the easiest and the fastest way for Nigeria to split, go after past politicians. Close your eyes and say, everybody will pay, you will return what you have stolen, you will go to prison. Nigeria will break instantly, right in front of our eyes. Is it those that are having oil blocks that they will not enter into it? Is it all the past central bank governors that will not enter into it? Is it all the past finance minister? Is it all the past auditor general of Nigeria, the Ministry of Finance, that will not enter into it? So, Mr. Peter Obi has said he has only 4 years. 4 years. And his job is cut out for him to get straight to work right away from day one. I will leave it there, Mr. Iris. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Mr. Jonathan. Thank you for your submission. You know, but it's very unfortunate to know that the 202 trillion, 210 trillion naira missing till today, nobody is in prison for it. When I say 210 trillion naira na 210 naira, then you see people, when we call this government out, you see people will still be saying, oh, wow. Let me move on to the next person. Mr. Chris, thank you, sir. Good evening to you. OSA, Lagumago.
Domo, sir. Happy Friday to everybody. It's good to be with all of you on the broadcast again today. Mr. Anjalos, thank you so much for giving all of us the voice to talk to Nigerians and the opportunity to ventilate our ideas, grievances, everything about our country, so that we are able to shape people's opinions, decisions, actions, and even inactions. Thank you so much. If you put on the comment section, I want to doff my hat for all of you. Good evening to you all. People listening to us, the silent listeners, I want to say thank you for allowing us to come into your cyberspaces this evening. Mommy Diaspora, thank you so much for all you do. The good Lord continue to bless you abundantly. People on the panel with me, Madam Patricia, good evening to you. Oga Jonathan, good evening to you. Our Dream Nation, and our big man, Abdul Malik, good evening to you all. Yeah, once again, before we continue, please remember to use the like button, the share button, and the dollar sign. And then also, if you can't be a part of this great family by being a member, I say a member, I mean a subscribed member to this station. You know, you get all the information you need. You don't need to spend anything on newspaper or whatever it is, because all the information, they are here for you to peruse from time to time. You see, when I talk about colonialism sometimes, I always end up with a caveat that I'm not justifying slave trade. I'm not justifying colonialism. But the emphasis has been, if actually we love ourselves, since the end of colonialism, how far have we fed? How far? What have we been able to do for ourselves? What is still that national question we pursue as a people? There's no national question. Somebody was talking now, he said, the easiest way to break the country down is if you attempt to arrest every corrupt people. Immediately, you start seeing the people from Benin will say, they not catch this one. The people from Akwa Ibom will say, they not catch this one. The people from Yoruba will say, they not catch this one. Hausa, everybody will start fighting for their tribal people. That's because we don't have that national question. The national question ought to be Nigeria first, but it's not going to be possible because of the way the country is structured. And like it or hate it, the so-called colonial masters, when they were living, they gave us a system that will work, or a system that we can work on. And they also told us, if you are not able to stay together, they gave us a document. This thing we are putting together called Nigeria. If we are not like them, after 100 years, make all of una waka. But what are our leaders doing? They have all this opportunity. They have everything at their disposal. They got good education, sound education in their days in the universities. They pay them before they finish from school. Everything is already waiting for them. These were the infrastructure that were built by the so-called colonial masters. When we were growing up, we had landline in our house. That's the telephone, the fixed line land telephone. And even the electricity was not as dramatic as this. It wasn't as erratic as this. For 60 years, all we could give ourselves is 3,000 megawatts. Do you know how shameful that is? Only the equivalent of a local government, not even up to a local government, in a country of about 5 million people, they use more than 3,000 megawatts. Then 200 million people, and you are thinking you want to drive your economy, you want to develop your nation. Is it that we don't have the technical expertise to do this? We do. Is it that we don't have the finance? We do. Is it that we don't have the land space, the resources? We have everything. So the question is that why are we not doing it? Because of the evil nature of the mind of an average black man. Mark my word, I said black man. Because we lack empathy, we don't care about the next person. The white people, they live on this earth as if they borrowed this earth from their children, so that if they are living, they will have something to hand over to their children. But we as black people, we live on this earth as if it is our inheritance. We must finish everything.
without thinking of what our generation, the generation that's going to come after us, what they will live on. We want to finish everything at a go. They've been talking about this 210 trillion naira. Oga Naija was re-echoed this 210 trillion naira. Make una not think say this one are waiting 10 or 5 people or 15 people thief for. Now only one person, Mela Kyari, the former MD of NNPC. That is not to talk about the billions and billions of dollars. Before every election, they go approve 1.something billion, $2 billion to revamp NNPC, to revamp Port Harcourt refinery. Every time. We are not even talking about those ones at all. If you even leave, see, Oshomole, at least give it to Oshomole. On the floor of the Senate, Oshomole said they should go and get him, dead or alive. He said even if he's dead, they should put him on the floor of the Senate and he will be referred to. This is the man that stole 210 trillion that he didn't account for before he died. That was what Oshomole said. At least Oshomole mentioned that. You see the likes of that Musa, that's bigot, tribal, everything. In short, any adjective you have to classify bigot is in that man. You see that man, he was so corrupt at the NHS. He was so corrupt that Buhari was forced to terminate his appointment. But yet, this man not come out for office. He continued there. Nobody fit do him anything. Even after Buhari terminates the appointment, it has to take the staff of that establishment. The staff block road, make him not enter office again. That was how this man left. And nothing, EFCC, nothing was done to him. Nothing at all. And yet that's the same Buhari they say is fighting corruption. It still beats me hard for some people to say they thought Buhari was going to change waiting. It means you don't know him. You have never known him. They say at that time when you come, that time now sorry they keep everywhere. People in this. What manner of indiscipline was that? When women go wear clothes, then soldiers will begin to flog them for streets. Is that what was that what was ruining the nation then? Look at the insecurity they use in toppling this government, the government of Jonathan. That insecurity from that time to now, conservatively, it has got us over $100 billion. That is also in the region of 30 to 50 trillion naira. See, with that fund, do the calculation yourself. You can get electricity that will power the whole nation. We are not even talking about 10,000 megawatts. With that fund, you can have railway originating from the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, to all capitals, the 36 states of the Federation. You can have railway line constructed. The fund we have spent on these terrorists and banditry. And this Musama is not talking about them. It is tribalism. They don't care. They don't care who is the best man for the job. That is why, see, we must understand the problem of Nigeria. It is going to be so difficult to fix. Even if His Excellency Peter Obi, when he gets to power, now they'll not go see what they talk about. This tribalism, now they'll not go see them in full glare. Look at what they are doing. They don't condemn all these killings. They don't say anything. I was talking about how Kemi Adeosun was removed. When she was removed, who do they use in replacing her? Another Fulani man, Zainab Ahmed. Now they used to, is that how it's supposed to be? You remove somebody from the Southwest, you bring in another Southwestern person. No, they were not going to have any of that. They remove and put another Fulani person there, may continue. How many of those people are standing trial today? None of them. And we talk about corruption. Now let me quickly jump to census. You see, I was talking about the wickedness of the black man. You see, this census we talk about, it doesn't take anything. If a leader is willing to do it, See, India is over 1 billion people. Go and check how long it took them to conduct their census. There's digital technology everywhere. Let's even leave census. Let's talk about the electoral system we have. In India, they have about 1 billion people on their electoral register. Yet, if they conduct election, highest 15 hours. After 15 hours, they release their results. Highest. But in our case, the leaders, they keep portraying that these things are not possible. Whereas other countries are doing it. 1 billion people. You know what that one mean? That's about times 10 of the number of people we have on our register. They conduct their election after 15 hours. That's the maximum. The results are everywhere. We conduct our election for ourselves. We cannot release results. We manipulate everything. Yet we sit down and be pointing, accusing fingers to other people. The basic thing we ought to do, we cannot do them. Now, Tinubu is talking about how the states now receive more fund. Well, I don't know. Somebody was talking about the Obi campaign group. Is it not time they start attacking these people like this Musa man that has been repeating this thing, even though it has been refuted several times? He's still repeating it. Nobody is challenging him. Please, let's just round up with this. See, people, nobody is going to do this for us. I'm not talking about the obedient group. So the earlier they constitute, even if it's a temporary thing, to keep countering all this narrative, it's going to stick in the minds of the people in the north because they've deprived them of education and critical thinking. What they listen to is their BBC Hausa, and they completely control the narrative. It was in BBC Hausa that Buhari said that the blood of the babu and the monkey is going to float on the streets of Nigeria if anything should happen in that election. Good evening, Nigeria. The choices are yours. Thank you, Mr. Nanjaros.
Exactly. The choices are yours. We're just doing our part. Sad that this is where we find ourselves. Thank you very much, Oga Chris, for your submission. God bless you. Thanks for your time with us today. The last person on the panel, so we can have our final submission. So Abdul Malik. Thank you, sir. Good evening to you. Talk to us.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Nanjawo.
Thank you, sir.
Good evening, everyone in the panel. Good evening, Nigeria. Mr. Dele Momondo interview with Hussein Rufai statistically analyzed who will win presidential election 2027 in the region. You see what he said, I don't believe. For me, I disagree with him. He cannot tell me that there will be, you don't have chance to win in Kano, even though they don't win in the other side of the north. Especially Kano, they have chance to win. Yeah, which is the last time they not did before. But this very time, because of Kwakwa, so he have big chance to win there. Yeah, if you come to the middle belt, we know that we conquer that way. Yeah, like those Jaws, Benue State Jaws, all those places, I believe Obi will conquer that way. If you come to the east, leave that one for Obi. But that south, he did it the last time, right? But this time maybe it will be divided because of the Ringi, because they are open of Ringi, APC. Yes, that is what I see. That is the reason why most of the governors, they are defected to APC. It's not that they will win. Nobody will vote for them, but they are just depending on ringing. Unless the citizens will allow them to ring. If not, they will not win. They will not win that region. Obi will still claim that region, south. But southwest, I believe no matter how it's bad, based on tribal something, Tinubu will win that side. It's only that Oyo State, because the governor is not with him, which is Makinde. It's only that Oyo State now is doubt. APC will not get that particular state. But the other state, I believe Tinubu will get that other state. No matter it's bad, because I believe they are with him, even though they are not supporting him directly. But according to Adeleke, what he said last time, yes, which is Lagos State, the same to be will claim that state. APC will not win anything. It's only when the citizens will allow them to ring this time. Let them resist them. Yes, let them stand on their ground. Because without being told, those guys don't need to come back. Just look at Kwara State or Waniri village. Citizens ran away from their village. Then we said that we have government. How? Even though it's 100 people living in that village, it shouldn't be that like that. How can a citizen they run away from their village? Even the police that came there, they are laughing. How? Why can't you people call those citizens back to secure them? I don't really know, but even those things, they reach to hold a nation strike in the whole nation. Everybody will shut down. Everywhere will shut down. Just take a look. Now, even the VDN they go for your state, some gullible individual they are still protesting against protester. Who does that? That is the reason why the country is somehow. Because some of the youth, according to what VDN said, the video you show is true. It's not only the government. Some of the youth they need to go down too. Yeah, they are bandits. In the other way, they are bandits because they don't need good for the country. That is the reason why anybody that don't need good need to go down with the politician. Yes, for me, it's true. I believe VDI, I know what he can do. He have said it before. Next time, let them try it. Yes. Because I see no reason somebody is fighting for good cause for the country, right? Okay, why are you fighting this person? How? If you are not the bandit, it's not only those ones that find people, killing people, they are bandits. No, even we citizens, most of us, we are bandits too. With our behavior, our character, everything. Such person now, what are you going to call such person? People went to somewhere to go and protest against the adopted student, right? Children. But you are fighting those people. Are you okay? How much did they give you? How much? How? We have a long way to go in that control. Let all of us. Because all those bad people, they're everywhere in the region. Fish them out. Not only one particular place they are everywhere. Fish them, you will see them more. This 2027 election coming now, you will see them more. Because APC, that is their work. Is it not people you are seeing now, they say Tinubu will come back? Come back to do what? What are the money you are distributing? There is no impact. You are distributing money to the state, right? What are the money benefiting from for the people? Nothing. No light. No hospital. There is territorial and many things. You don't have it. Okay, what are the impact? The money given to the citizen? Nothing. Just to say you are distributing money, distributing waiting. The same corruption. Just take a look how much somebody embezzle. Carry, right? How much? 210 trillion. Do you know how much is that? Only that one you can fix many roads, many hospitals in the state. Or 36 state. Okay, why can't they fight the corruption and do it? After somebody will tell me Nigeria don't have money. They have borrowed money ahead. How? All those money they steal. If you have a good leader, who can organize and bring those money back, you will see how Nigeria will be better. Between 1 year, not even 2 years, between one, you see Nigeria will good. Yes. Do you know how much is 210 trillion? It will fix all the refinery in Nigeria. Still remaining. But okay, why can't they do it? You see, Africa, that is the problem we have. That we have big guy. We don't even care for tomorrow. We only care for today, which is very bad. In the Western world, there is corruption, but it's a very little. You can never detect. Yes, you can never, but in Africa, everywhere, everything is just open. When somebody steal, somebody will just be a politician 1 year. You will go and buy a house in America. Where do you get the money from? Where do you get it? There is no, you don't work anything. Where do you get the money from politics, right? Only 1 year. And you don't give, there's no accountability. Nobody hold you accountability. That is the problem. It's not that Nigeria, Africa are blessed. Europe, there is some country they are surviving with tourists, but they are okay. We know there is no too much population, but they are living fine. Yeah, you see 16 years, 14 years, 17 years, they have cars, they have their house. They are not living with their parents. But in Nigeria, look at, we have everything, but we are suffering because of the leaders. It's a shame. Everybody should rise up and make sure 2027 we get the right person there that will lead us. That is the problem we are facing. When we get the number one right, everything will be right. Thank you very much, Mr. Nigeria Watch.
All right. Thank you very much, my brother Abdul Malik. God bless you. Thank you. I appreciate you. All right. We're gonna have our final submission. Up until you're gonna be part of the final submission. You came late. You know, our final submission is just 30 minutes. So I want you guys to manage it amongst yourself in case anything they will want to talk, or should I just do to 2 minutes so we can round up?
I mean, Nigeria, leave us for our problem. We'll solve them.
Okay, no wala. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. 2 minutes, okay. Black Panther. No use laugh, chop your time.
Can't be one go sleep. Nigeria don't whine in brain.
Black Panther, you come late. Talk to us.
I did.
6 minutes.
Yeah, thank you. Second Okagbe.
Talk.
God bless everyone. My brother, don't worry. We are going to get it back. We don't get it back. We'll go our separate ways. Better. So that we avoid all this nonsense that is happening. There are 2 options. I want to thank everyone. Mommy, that rapper. God bless you. I want to thank the viewers and the listener, the amiable listener. May God bless you and lift you guys up, and let us continue to spread the gospel. As we hear it, let's tell our neighbors, this is the way to go. Peter Obi is the way to go. For us not to break up. This Peter Obi is the option. I want to say something here. You see, we've really talked holistically, and I thank God for what Oga Jonathan said and our brother, the second Okagbe, what he said. It is exactly, people were exact, and I thank you both. You see, we have captured the history of the country and asked ourselves a question. Why have we not been able to do this well? Why have we not been able to make this republic a great republic for the black race? The question is now given to every one of us to think holistically and take our history and put it down, because we trace it from the beginning to where it is today. The reason is that, one, our leadership, our leaders, our leaders that caused the amalgamation refused to do one thing. refused to unite themselves, but rather they were talking on three trajectory. Awolowo said one, Sadana said one, and Zik insisted on unity. But in insisting on it, he did not talk on the yardstick, the modus operandi on how it's going to be done. But he was just looking at one particular side of it. He was looking at the size, our size. That was why he said we should wait on the north to come so that we can form a formidable team. It wasn't supposed to be like that because our lot of already spoken. He said, let's go our way. Let's do our regional way, the way the Germans were doing it. Let's go that path. But Zik insisted for us to come together. But in insisting, when we came together, he realized one thing. And he gave a word before he left us. He said, if the Nigerian, it was specific, if the Nigerian politicians don't get their senses together, if they continue to rig, if they continue to loot, Nigeria will be worse than Congo. As we are talking now, it is worse than Congo. Because there's no debt that have arisen in Nigeria today that is less than that of Congo. And more we are still counting. Now, let us look at, you people made mention of censor. Nigeria will not have censor. You know why? The Fulani will never allow us to have a censor. The reason is that our political class, they are in cahoots with them. Because of what? Selfishness. Because of money. Just that paper money. That is why they will never. They rather go with them to get their pocket filled than go with the Nigerian to make everybody see the wealth and enjoy the wealth. That is what is happening today. That is why they didn't know that the plan of these Fulanis are different from it, different from what we are seeing today. They are not indigenous to our land. But yes, we accepted to put everybody together to form a big house. We would have formed a formidable team, but because of greed, because of religion, which is not our own, we took it from somewhere, but we decided to practice it more than those that are practicing, more than them that have brought it to us. That is why we have our religious houses. They are talking nonsense. We have our Islamic houses talking nonsense, and people are buying it. And what do we have now? Terrorism. How do we bring ourselves together? We need to bring out a document. I'm still looking at that document we did with more than 3 billion of GJ brought. We did. That money should not be let to waste. We must bring that document. That is the document the Fulani does not want us to bring out. You people might be saying, I'm mentioning Fulani. I know why I'm mentioning it because I've read their history and I follow the trends of Nigeria history. The trend. The people that speak vulgar, the people that speak of fight comes from them. You don't see them on the other side, on the south, southwest, southeast. You don't see such words. You don't see such word that from the west they will say what is in the north, we own it. But they said it to us here in Channels television. I believe it was Channels or Arise. Somebody came and said the oil in the south side belongs to them, belongs to the north. Didn't all of us hear it? That is how bold they are. How will the country unite when one part country, a Fulani man will tell you that the oil in Bayelsa is belong to them? Have we solved that problem, sir?
1 minute.
Okay. Have we solved that problem? Because that's a mindset that mindset which that boldness which that man used in speaking it out. It's the same mindset Abba Kiari. It's the same mindset that the professors is bringing out to speak boldly to our face that they own the country and not we. So we have to correct that notion. We have to correct that notion. If we can come together, if the North Central, the Southwest, the Southeast, the South, the regions can come together and speak with one voice that we must have a constitution, we must have a censor, then Nigeria will become one. With the way we are going today, we are going to break up. With the way we are going to break up. I've said this several times. With the way we are going to break up. Let us not deceive ourselves. There's going to be armed struggle. If you don't set up police, state police, there will be armed struggle. And if armed struggle gets into it, look at the picture Southern Sudan and Northern Sudan had. That's the picture we are going to have in Nigeria, and and let God help us. If what will happen will last too long, let God help us so that we'll separate amicably with peace. Let it be so. So it's high time we start having plan B and start thinking ahead. Will it be possible? If Peter Obi does not win, will it be possible? If he wins, can he put us together? So let us phantom away so that he will be listening now to what to do so that we can be a one solid country. Thank you.
Thank you, Black Panther. Thank you for that powerful submission. Thank you for adding your voice to the discourse. Our Dream Nation, you did there. Our Dream Nation is not available. Oga Abdul Malik, you did there.
Yes, I'm here, Mr. Craig.
Welcome. Oga, talk to us.
Yeah, good evening once again, Mr. Craig.
Good evening, sir.
You see, if Nigeria is a country that works, census usually held every 10 years in a country. Every 10 years in a country, that is where census held. Everywhere in the world, every 10 years, to know the rate of their citizen. In Nigeria itself, they don't even know the data of their city. That is the reason why you see many crimes. People are committing many crimes in that country. When you have your citizen data, because in Nigeria, somebody can steal in Edo State. You went to Port Harcourt or Lagos, you will use another name to steal. They will not know if you have steal before in Edo State, which is very bad. In abroad, Western, all the Europe, it cannot be like that. If you have a criminal case in Germany, immediately they will fingerprint you. After fingerprint, it will be there for years. If you like, go to Czech Republic or you go to Holland. If you have any criminal case again, immediately you put your hand there. It will reflect that you have something criminal case before in Germany. That is how that is how in a country criminal cases is not rapid. That is the reason why Nigeria, the cases we have in a criminal case is higher. Because we don't have our database, there is nobody care. Yeah, that is the reason why. Just like Europe now, you cannot stay here, you go to here, even though you stay before, they will know that you have case in some place. Immediately they will contact the police here, they will contact the other station, other state. I don't know if they go to abroad, right? But they see those things, right? Okay, why can't they fix those things for Nigeria? So that people, the crime will be reduced. I don't know, I don't understand. Because every day I'm surprised. It's not rocket science to fix those things. Because we are digitalized world, technologies everywhere in the world, right? Okay, you see how other countries grow. Okay, why can't you imitate those countries to grow more? Yeah, to grow with them. But you will not do the same thing just because of the corruption. And the money, you save the money somewhere. Okay, why can't you use this money to develop your country too? Our mentality and the reason is very different. Yeah, it's different because you want to acquire everything. But there is nothing you will left everything in this world. Okay, what is the need? If I may ask you, what is the need? Acquire what? Everything you will left here, right? You came with empty-handed, and you will go with empty-handed. What is the need? If it is not greedy, that is the reason why Africa is getting backward. Our faculty of thinking, everything is different from white people. White people, they are well arranged and everything. That's why their country is good. It's not that they have resources more than Africa, no, because they manage their wealth, what they have, to benefit their citizens. But our self-interest, we don't care for another person, which is very bad. We want to acquire everything in life. You see, that is the reason why we are not getting it right. But when we get number one man that can fix everything, you will see the country will be getting better. Some people you cannot blame white people. It's not the white people, it's not the white people is not your problem. You are the problem of yourself. Because if you take a look, as far back 60, 70, Nigeria was better than today. But today is worse time. Every day is getting worse because of our bad leaders. That is the reason why you will not blame white people. It's you that you will blame your people, your country people. Thank you very much, Mr. Chris.
Yeah, thank you so much, Abdul Malik, for that your heartfelt presentation. Yeah, you made a lot of valid points there. Thank you so much. Oga Jonathan, are you there, sir? Mr. Jonathan, Abdul Malik. No, our Dream Nation. Okay, Black Panther. Black Panther is still
Okay,
there.
I did it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
I want to thank you once again. And Adu Malik, the problem we have is greed. It's just greed among our leaders. And secondly, is because we've not found a way to come together to become one country. All those countries you are talking now, you are mentioning, they came together and their leaders sat on a table and asked themselves question: do we want a country or do we want to go our separate way? They all said they want a country. I want to take you back to what happened in Germany. When Germany when the Berlin Wall was there, the leaders again sat down. Do we want to come together? They said yes. And what happened? The wall came down. The wall that agreed with them and the wall came down. Now we have a big wall before us, and our leaders are the wall. Do we, the people, want the country to be one? We've not settled that in our mind. Look at the video Nigeria was played. Look at a boy, a young man of 34 years, a jobless young graduate, because jobless, but decided to put himself so low and start collecting money from his oppressor, start praising his oppressor. That is the kind of society we have become. But if we come together and speak and say, this is what we want, as we are talking now, if let's say 50 million people are talking that, then we'll be able to push the bill and we will get the bill. But if 1 million out of 250 million is talking, we cannot be able to do much. But what we'll be doing is to conscientize people so that they'll come to the realization, as we have come to the realization, that we need to have something formidable. Without that, you will be saying you don't understand them. Let me tell you, if a thief enter your house and inaugurate everybody with your house with a thief, that same road to pass to make them not thief again, it go dey more difficult because the thing move like a spirit. It goes into the bone. That is why I said one day, when I was saying here, I said corruption is a culture. The reason why I chose culture is that it is very difficult to break away from culture. It is very difficult to break away from, because corruption has been made a culture. That is why it becomes difficult. The only way to make it difficult is when you go on a drastic drastic revolution that will make the thing to break up. Like what we are saying, if you catch anybody with money, if you catch anybody looting its money, a public execution. Those are the drastic revolutionary acts that will break calabash, and everybody wake up. The whole jazz they use on us will just clear. You will know that you start training your child from the home that don't steal. If you steal national money, you are going to be hanged like that man was hanged 1965. Those are the kind of things. Like the old generations, they learned when we were there, when Anini was there, we saw it. We saw it. And we said we are not going to do that thing. We are human. But we decided on our mind because we were trained up not to see it and never to do it. And we stood our ground that we are going to uphold our parents' name, our family's name to the highest. But is that being taught in the different home today? Hmm?
Black Panther. Okay, I think Black Panther, we lost Black Panther's connection. So people, because we lost Black Panther's connection, I'll just kind of continue from what Black Panther was actually saying. And in that connection, I want to talk about the German story Black Panther was saying. You see, it's so dubious for people to make the argument that, oh, we be one, we don't come together and God put us together. It doesn't work like that. If God put us together, I not say maybe they kill each other. God didn't say that one section of the country should be taking advantage of the whole nation. See, in Germany, soon after the Second World War, the US came in. So after the World War, after the end of the World War, the side of Germany, the western part of Germany, was under the influence and control of the US. The eastern part was under the influence and control of Russia. So by extension, the western part embraced democracy, freedom for everybody. But the eastern part was like a communist state. There's state control, suppression of freedom of speech, freedom of everything. Despite the fact that all of them are German people, this one is not even a case of Yoruba, Hausa, Igbo, Calabar, no. All of them, they were all Germans. So the people in the West told the people in the East, the same Germany, say if una no abandon that una communist lifestyle, then make una dey on una own. Because we can't continue to live with you people the way you are living. Because this is unacceptable for any human standard, for any form of development. We in the West, we want freedom of speech, freedom of everything. And of course, the people in the East, they refuse. The Germans in the East, they refuse to cooperate with the Germans in the West. And then they have to set up the Berlin Wall to block the people from the East from coming and mixing up with the people in the West. And trust me, Western Germany developed rapidly like wildfire. Whereas the people in the East were suffering, not too different from Africa as at then. No do as in the talk. Think around 1988, after much negotiation. The people in the East, when they discover that this thing get as a bill, they have to find a way to reunite with the people in the West, and it now became one Germany. That's why today, if you watch World Cup in the 80s, 82, I think it was Spain 82, Mexico 86, you see East Germany, West Germany representing Germany as a country. That's why they asked that Buffon we had as a president, Buhari. They not even asked a question. He was talking. He was still mentioning West Germany. Buhari not even know. Say they know they get West Germany again. Not even know. Say West Germany is long gone. What you have is Germany as a country. Now, the reason I'm saying this is just to underscore one important point.
Now, minutes don't finish. Oh,
Ah, I was wait 5 minutes. 30 minutes to give us. Okay, I'll round up in 2 minutes. The reason I'm saying this is just to underscore one important point. Sometimes, if people are shouting, If we cannot do it, let's go our different. It doesn't really mean that you want to go your different way. It means that the people taking advantage in the union, they will wake up and be ready to do the right thing. Because the people that don't want the country to go their different way, they are also the people benefiting more from the arrangement. So if you bring that to the table, they will sit up. It's the same thing with marriage. The husband and wife, they maybe one of them can be the husband, can be the wife, oppressing the other one. But if it gets to one time, the other one, if you keep accepting and accepting, it will continue. But the day you wake up and say, okay, I'm done, I want to go. If the other one truly loves you and truly wants you to be in that, you will sit up and find a solution to the problem. The same thing with the structure of Nigeria. The day the people that are oppressed are ready to call it quits, are ready to call the bluff, I'm sure the oppressors, they will sit up and find a solution to our problem. Ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of the broadcast today, and thank you so much for being here with us. And please use the like button, the share button, the dollar sign, please. Mr. Anjawaj, thank you so much for the time you gave to us. God bless you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much, everyone. 4 hours. That's brilliant. And I enjoyed the submissions within ourselves. Thank you so much, Dream Nation, for coming in. Mother Patricia. Thank you, Mr. Jonathan. Thank you, Abdul Malik. Thank you, Oga Chris, and Black Panther. I appreciate every one of you, my people. Thank you, Mother Deborah, for calling in, and my other men that called in. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. Then, thanks for the super chat once again, Mother Eugenia, Mother Peggy Modi, Michael Oganamaro. I'm very, very, very grateful. I'm not taking none for granted. Thank you, my lovely mother, mother of all Mommy Diaspora. Thank you, Mommy, for that you do, for your consistency. Thank you, Abo Azi. Thanks for all that you do. I appreciate you, my brother. Thank you very much, Mother Peggy Modi, once again. Mother Eugenia, appreciate you. Thank you, Eva Line. Thank you, Madam Ame Bright. Karen Bay, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Thank you, Michael and Amaro, Mr. Johnson, Emmanuel. I appreciate you all right there. Stella, Afeni. Thank you, my people. We've come to the end of this broadcast. We're going to continue again tomorrow, 7 p.m. Nigerian time. So we can continue to talk about the things that's affecting you and I. Endeavor to join us every day. 7 p.m. We're always here. Like our videos, share our videos, subscribe to our channel so we can have more family here. We're only here calling out, demonstrating our constitutional right, calling out our government to do the right thing. We're not fighting anybody. So we just want them to do the right thing. If you know you are one of us, you're in the right place. If you are one of these people defending this satanic set of people, I think you're in the wrong place. We only speak truth to power here. I appreciate you all for our playback spectators. Please don't just watch our videos, always press on the like when you are playing back. And you can as well still financially support us by clicking on the super thanks, to encourage us. We always see it. Thank you very much, everyone, and God bless you now. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night and bye for now.
That's right. Oh,